The Miz. The Miz is
It-
doing
I,
Dancing with the Stars right now.
it's not even the fact that anyone did anything wrong. It's just they're not going to keep so and so around for much longer.
No, the reason is budget cuts. That's what the reason was. It wasn't because they fired his wife.
I would put quotation marks in front of that because they just, like you said, they just came back from Saudi Arabia and financially they're doing well. I don't understand the budget cuts because financially they're doing well.
Bro, and not only that, see, the fucked up thing about all of this is it's like instant. They 1 minute they have a job, 1 minute they don't. Like, bruh. Speaking of,
like I said, the only shocker out of all the releases you named was Hit Row. That's the only shocker.
And John Morrison, you're not gonna sleep with my boy.
And I'm about to say, and John Morrison, who's been like helping people get like, if you need a good match, John Morrison will do that for you, and he's been doing that since he got back.
Right, but then take everything else we just spoke about, out of the equation. It's just for the simple fact of, okay, we ain't seen Morrison on TV and it's been close to 2 months.
No, that's not true.
That's not true at all.
Or maybe was it like a month?
No, he was meditating with he was in the 24/7 thing with what's it called? What's that nigga name?
Reggie.
Thank you. Yeah, he was meditating while he was getting chased around. He was right there. Plus, he was supposed to have a feud with The Miz, but The Miz went to go do Dancing with the Stars.
Hola, ¿cómo está ustedes?
What's up?
What up, Q?
You hear about the releases?
Your Spanish is terrible.
I know it is terrible.
I've heard worse.
That is true.
Ray,
yo,
it's a sad day for me, bro.
Why?
They killed young Dolph, man.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about it.
Oh,
we're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about
it. Yeah. Put that to the side.
We might as well,
Y'all gotta let. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The trap is dead
right now over that shit.
The trap has been infiltrated.
Fuck.
Yo, all of Memphis is like going off right now. But before we start, and we are live, welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host, Ray. With me, as always, we have Father.
WWE is smoking some premium dick.
Wow.
We have Dion.
Tell how you really feel, nigga. Damn.
We have D Wolf.
Yo, what's good?
We have Crystal.
Hola.
And we have someone new on the panel. I would like y'all to introduce. I would like to introduce y'all to Material Life.
Hey.
Welcome.
So, first off, how's everybody doing today?
Why do you always skip me? I'm gonna just go ahead and say that. This is like the third fucking.
Because we're used to you coming late.
This is like. Hey, Father, I feel like I got. Father, I feel like I gotta be Road Dogg Jesse James and be like, cut the music.
Cut the damn music.
Cut the goddamn music.
I usually get you last. That's why I usually get you.
And I'll wait
for not being here when we start.
I'll wait.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm old. It's so many names. I'm stunned. I'm gonna just be like Grapevine, just say give it up for the panel and everybody just clap.
Father, shut the fuck up. You knew I was gonna say something.
You know what? I could never forget you, Q. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank
Ray
you,
forget
at
you,
least
but
somebody respect me.
I'll come back for you, Q.
At least somebody respect me.
Shame on you.
Ray fuck around and fall asleep on the way back. Like he's retarded.
But to answer your question, Way, I'm fucking angry. But I'm gonna get to that in my final thoughts because I got some motherfucking shit to say.
Where y'all want to start it?
You always got something to say.
You know what, Q? Let's just get this one out the way because this is part of my anger. But Bruh, not my boy Dolph, man.
Get paid, young nigga, get paid.
Not my boy Dolph.
Rule number 1, get the money first. Rule number 2, don't forget to get the money.
As you don't see, Young Dolph was murdered in Memphis, and let's just say not only Memphis is feeling it, a lot of people that was a fan of Dolph is feeling it. And not only just he was getting shot up, I think it was Black Youngster's grandmama's house that was getting shot up. And I think other places was getting shot up too. And basically all of South Memphis, they've been drive-by. And I saw this one woman that went on live talking about, like a lot of stuff in South Memphis was getting shot up and drive-by and all that other stuff. So I asked the panel, this is another hip hop artist that got killed in his own home state.
Move. Fucking move. Get the fuck. The moment you get any type of money and you contribute to your hometown, get the fuck on. Do what you're
what did
supposed to
Kanye
do.
West say in Coming Home Again? What was that line?
Damn, I forgot what they said. Well, damn.
I can't come back home. That's why I heard that when I was back home.
Thank you, Naja. This is why I'm hearing that I can't come back home. Guess when I heard that? When I was back home.
Back home.
But I thought Young Dolph doesn't live
too.
in Memphis.
Nah,
I thought he lives in Atlanta now.
Nah, he lived in Memphis.
Nah, he had a place in Memphis, but he lived in Atlanta. But he went to Memphis to go to see his mama.
My man was buying cookies.
And the Thanksgiving drive.
Mama.
And the Thanksgiving drive. Yeah.
For his
he
mama.
Was in Memphis only for the Thanksgiving drive. He went to go buy cookies.
For his mama.
Because that's his favorite spot.
He bought them for his mama.
That's what the news put out.
He bought them for his mama. The boy was going to see his mama. Y'all fucked up too. Hey.
Damn, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say it like this. Not to sound fucked up. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. But whoever shot 100 times and missed, clearly y'all ain't the same people.
Y'all some stormtroopers.
Yeah, like I don't know what the fuck.
Wow.
But one thing they did say, like I expected, the boy shot back before he died. Well, at least tried to. But it's just like, damn, man, this shit is ridiculous. Like, I didn't expect this one. Like, how is everybody dying before 6ix9ine? I don't get it.
Because 6ix9ine has security guard out of the limelight unless he's like promoting an album or something.
This is some bullshit. This is all a distraction from us finding out who the fuck R. Kelly is snitching on. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Oh my goodness.
I don't care what nobody say. They finding every which way to
really, nigga.
I'm just saying. If Crystal could blame everything on the government, I could blame everything on R. Kelly.
How the fuck?
You know what?
I mean, she's not wrong though.
You know what?
I'm just saying. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Those are two completely different goddamn.
But I saw that side shot you was doing, Q. I like that. You just
Hi, Crystal. Hey, Crystal. I ain't forget about you.
You pulled a whole Dave Chappelle. I got you though. I got you.
You are entirely wrong for that, but okay.
Hey man, for real though, man. The streets lost a legend. The hip hop world lost a legend. Trap music, period, lost a GOAT. Like it's just like this hit hard. It was out of nowhere, and they shot that man in his hometown. Like that makes me like
at a damn bake shop. Nigga was getting some fucking cookies, man.
They don't give a fuck what you doing.
Damn,
bro. You know what?
You never heard Biggie Smalls?
I mean, what
Biggie Smalls say about beef?
You right.
Shit, I know that song by heart, nigga. You know what? Shit.
See, my main concern is Key Glock. That's who I'm worried.
Yeah, man, that's my nigga. That's the
Glock,
one.
Yo, let me tell you something, bro.
He deactivated his shit. That is his father. I don't care what nobody says. Young Dolph is his father. He is the same. He is literally a light-skinned version of Young Dolph.
But like the fact that Young Dolph took this man, right, and made him into a millionaire, took him under his wing so he can get him some money, get out the street. You know what I'm saying? And invested in that man. That's what you're supposed to do to people. You're supposed to take the people that you grew up with or that are in your hood. You're supposed to take them under your wing and share the wealth. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I respect Young Dolph with the highest respect, because he took people out his hood and he made them money. You know what I'm saying? He even said in the Breakfast Club, like one of his partners that wasn't taking care of his kids, he kicked them out. Yeah. That's some real nigga shit, bro. I will always respect Young Dolph.
The one thing that a lot of artists need to really take note and help and understand, this is why you buy property. This is why you own all your rights. So when things like this happen, all money that you could imagine his streaming sales now.
Right. And his family about to get some money.
Get money. And then he has properties that he owns. He got businesses he owns that are all in his name. He got his own company. Like this is what you're supposed to do. The goal is to get yourself in a situation where you don't have to work for nobody or you don't owe anybody anything. You can create generational wealth. And that's exactly what he did before he left. And it's just like, damn, dog. Just the other day, that man made a song about the coronavirus.
Right, and then not only that, Key Glock gonna take care of him too. That's his family too.
Damn,
really gonna make sure that they're gonna be good. So
now I'm afraid for the next. I'm afraid for the next CD that come out with Key Glock. That shit gonna be crazy.
Bro, I think he's gonna be MIA for a little bit because, bro,
he already deactivated his Instagram.
Like it was so sudden. You know,
yeah, man.
Like sudden. 1 minute he's chilling, the next minute he gone.
That man went to go get some cookies for his mama, man.
Damn, man.
You know, and when I heard about that shit too, I was so upset. Like that shit actually really bothered me because, like, not only was I listening to this man's music and he was producing nothing but bangers for like the past 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who?
I mean, nah. I'm saying recently. I'm not saying
okay.
I know he's been dropping heat consistently, but I'm saying like the past 2 years.
Yeah, he
really hasn't been missing.
Yeah, he been going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with all his projects with Key Glock and shit, he has not been missing at all. So it really hurt me that they took him out like that. And this is a man that invests back into his community and everything. Come on, bro.
How is he dead and 6ix9ine is not? I'm still not understanding this shit. Y'all will never get me to understand this shit. Alpo, you got Alpo right. But damn, 6ix9ine still walking around this motherfucker.
You know, it's just when I think of this, I think of all the other people that got killed in their home. The first person to come to my mind is Jam Master Jay. Obviously Nipsey, Chinks Drugs. Most of the Chicago drill rappers that have in Chicago, that's another like war zone over there and shit. And it's sad.
They bring it on to themselves though.
I mean, Chicago drill rappers. I say it all the time. Born a soldier, die a soldier. So, yeah. But especially like people like I think Memphis. I mean, not Memphis. Young Dolph and Nipsey and Jam Master Jay, they try to bring stuff back to the hood and do stuff for their hood. So, a lot of people could see like some type of success. And Young Dolph getting homes and Nipsey trying to do, try to own business and make the black community better. And Jam Master Jay trying to get more local artists out there. You see, it's always the people that's trying to do for the community. I always see that's get hit. I don't know if y'all really noticed that.
Yeah.
They say the good die young, bro.
I mean, Young Dolph was old, but
Young Dolph was like 36.
I'm about to say we're not saying he was young. We're not saying he was old, but he was older. Young Dolph was smart. He been through enough to know what to do and what not to do.
36 ain't that old, but
that's the development of a hustler. That's how a hustler is supposed to develop. From being on the corner selling whatever he sells, to make ends meet, to positioning himself to become a businessman, and taking the good from when he was selling drugs and creating that into something that'll have your kids living good even when you're not here. That's what, when you are a hustler, that should be your goal. Your goal shouldn't be to be the biggest drug dealer in the world. Your goal should be that I take what I learned from this shit and apply it to something greater. And that's all he did, man. No, man, he spoke the truth about a lot, man. He sounded like himself. You heard Young Dolph, you knew it was Young Dolph, man. It's ridiculous how fans of hip hop and people part of the hip hop family gravitate around one person, and they could just be gone in a second. Like it's ridiculous. Like it's like what more can you do? Like what are you supposed to do? You don't cheat your family, you don't cheat the people around you. You give back to the community, you promote small businesses, you do everything people complain that superstars don't do today. And you do all of this stuff while being a family man to your wife, to your kids. You're at home with your kids. You know what I'm saying? You're doing independent stuff. You're not under nobody's like it's amazing how somebody can finally be that and still die behind the gun. It's like what more can we do to succeed without dying from a bullet? Like, what are we supposed to do?
See, two things that crossed my mind real quick while you was talking, Q. First of all, you reminded me of a quote, and I can't remember exactly where I heard this, but a real street nigga ain't trying to be in the streets; he's trying to get out.
Facts. I don't respect that. This is one thing I told my dad this the other day. I said, you know what, Nola? I respect you and all the people you were on the block with, because I knew everybody out there was doing it for a purpose. They were doing it because they had they had a family to feed, they had bills to pay, they had this, they had that.
Right.
Anything today, right now, anybody hustling to sell anything, like it's a different diameter. It's not because you got bills to pay. I know endless drug dealers who have good jobs but still sell drugs just to do it, just to be the flyest person in the world, just to have all the stuff that appeal to anybody, not to make ends meet, but to be one up on somebody. Like, that's not the goal.
Right.
I don't know. I also think of what Boozy said, the whole hypnotized by hatred thing.
Yeah.
What he said on Vlad. So it's just like, it kind of, I don't know. It makes you want to ask, because most you want to do good for your people, but it seems like when you try to do good, this shit happens. So it's just like, is it really worth doing this?
Come on, dog.
Come on, man.
Come on, Vlad. No, Vlad. No, Vlad.
But you know what? To answer your question, Ray, this is why impoverished people, like when you come from an impoverished area, because like we're not gonna sit here and lie. Memphis, like that place has been the black community in Memphis and what they stay at, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like any other black community in America. These people have been impoverished. These people have been completely taken out of the discussion when it comes to access of wealth and things like that. Like these people literally had to get it out the mud. And when you grow up in an environment like that, unfortunately, you're going to create people who's going to solve their problems with the gun. If you got beef with somebody, it's going to be solved with the gun. If you're trying to get some money, they're going to sell drugs. They're going to do whatever it is to get it how they live, because, they got bills to pay. They got families to feed and shit. They got to get it out the mud. And they create these type of environments for people to be in, and then get surprised when they out there blasting on fools, because that's the environment that you created. You told these people that they wasn't worth shit, so now they're going to conduct themselves like they're not worth shit. So the problem here is what it has always been what we're talking about is the fact that the black community in a lot of these places, they're not invested in. These people don't have that access to wealth that would ensure that they don't do that to each other.
Exactly. Man, rest in peace, Dolph,
What?
man.
Most black communities have access to a lot of things. Like, it's not the same back in the days, like in the 70s or 80s, where black communities just didn't have access to a lot of things. Most black communities have a lot of program and community centers, and like even a lot of these old drug dealers made things that helps out the black community. So it's not the same like back then.
It's
But
not an immediate solution. That's not an immediate solution at all.
It's still
and
minimized.
That just minimizes the problem. That's
and
not
if I may,
go ahead.
all that is still done with fucking drug money. We're talking about the fact that
the foundation.
Right.
It's the foundation that you have to fix, because it's cool to just go to a impoverished area, put a little rec center there so that kids don't have a reason to go out here being selling drugs and being in gangs and all that. But that's not going to fix the underlying problem of there is no actual wealth in this community.
What happens when
black communities don't get the same support that the whites get? Let's just say it outright.
And plus, this is towards the people that built this country too. If it was not for black people, those people wouldn't have that wealth in the first place.
What happens when that rec center is closed? What happens when that person who was who was given the money for these programs used to be a drug dealer and now he's indicted for something that he did 10 years ago? So now that money that money is dead. This is what we're talking about. Like,
and plus, where are all them guns coming from? Because it's an impoverished area, so they're definitely not going to have the money to get it. Who's putting them in there?
It's basically what
the same motherfuckers who are putting the drugs in there. Because
basically,
like
basically what they say is, here, take these drugs. You can make money off these drugs as long as you go back to buy more drugs to make money off of it. But hey, you can take your access money and decide what you want to do with it. But if you do a little too much, we'll come and get you.
It's a multi-layered issue that has begun. That like it has its roots in the racist past of this country, and you can never ever separate that from the reality of right now. Regardless of how many rec centers and how much access you got right now, that shit is still an issue because it's foundational.
It kind of goes back to my question. If you wanted to help fix the black community, where would you start? Because there's so many problems. It's just like, where do you start first?
And that question has already been answered before. There's two ways to fix it. You fix it economically and you fix it culturally. Culturally, in the way of, okay, so these people that have been impoverished, now we have to nurse them back to health almost, because they're used to a certain type of reality. And you start with the kids first. You start by putting them in environments where they can see themselves succeed. You start putting them in environments where they can actually see the results of their work. They grow up. They grow up now thinking, oh, okay, now that I have a foundation of working and actually getting stuff for the stuff that I've worked for, I don't need to go out in the street. I don't need to glorify this or that, because I see the results of my work. And that in itself is going to change a lot of stuff. That in itself is going to change the paradigm and a lot of the way these people think. You have to think about it.
You need to do both. Real talk. Yeah. You need to do both.
I feel like
economically and culturally, like you need to do both. I think the real question is, which one do you fix first?
To be honest, this generation were filtered on what drug dealing really is and what it's really about. They have this. They believe in this facade that you can sell drugs and be the flyest person, have all the money, and do all these crazy things, but that's not the case. And they don't. They don't understand what can happen afterwards. What are the risks that you're jumping into? Like, it's crazy. Like, I know a bunch of children. Like, I know a bunch of kids who I used to work at a rec center with. I watched them grow up, and I look at them today, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? But it's because they only see the good in this shit. They only see when all the dudes outside with all the money and shit, weed smoking, females everywhere, cars everywhere. That's the part they see. They don't see what they have to go through behind closed doors. They don't see the man sweating bullets because he owed the big man money, and he afraid that if he don't get that money by Tuesday, he won't be able to see Wednesday. Like he don't see shit like that. They don't notice shit like that, and that's
They
the
really
problem.
don't.
They don't. That's the problem. They aren't. How do you say it?
They ain't hip.
Exactly. Basically, the people I was around, they didn't hide anything from me. That's why it's easy for me to say I don't feel like doing that shit. All the shit I got to go through to be a drug dealer, I don't feel like doing that. Cause I seen what the fuck these old ass motherfuckers was doing, and it's like it was way harder to get caught back then. It's easy as shit to get caught now. It's easy as fuck to get caught.
So with that said, and all the resources that's out there for Black people, and with the recent pandemic that just passed, with people just getting kicked out, would you say that the shelters and the resources are the breeding grounds for drugs to happen, and people are more likely, whether they get caught or not, to do what the fuck they need to do, such as shooting famous people to get paid? Like, do you think that the resources is adding to the fuckery of the Black community?
In reality, the resources are like if you have a crying child and you decide to put a toy in front of them and a TV and walk away. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, I do agree, because I've already grew up in that community where the first child I got, everybody was telling me to go into a shelter, even though I had 3 jobs that I was working. Everybody kept telling me go and get food resources and so on. And then the guys that I was introduced to were basically drug dealers. So I said, no, I don't want them. Exactly. So on top of getting having access to resources and other stuff, what I was geared towards was pure bullshit. It was nothing that I could invest in myself. It was always take, and not shown how to invest. Eventually, I learned that, thank God. But I just think that if we were to start somewhere, it would have to be, as usual, you know, I preach about this all the time on this podcast. It's the mental health, because you can give someone gold, but if they don't know how to invest it, easily someone can take that shit from them.
Thank
I
you.
think that, yeah, I think that mental health is a big fucking deal. And why in our community we think that, oh, if somebody pays us $12,000, we go out and shoot people like Nipsey Hussle, someone who can teach us how to keep eating versus just giving us food and saying, okay, you got to come back to me to get more food. I think that what was his name? Young Dolph?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. I almost said Young Dollar. So old school. But anyway, I think because he was similar to Nipsey Hussle, I think that's the real reason why they took him out. But that's just my paranoia.
It was
I
the
think
government.
that if he was doing stupid shit like 69 and the others, he would still be alive today.
It is the government.
Yes. Yes, it is. I don't care what anybody says.
How did you, like, I'm trying to figure out how we put mental health and education as one. Like, mental health in the Black community is like one separate thing. And like there's a lot of people who's mentally struggling, who mentally needs to go see a doctor, who mentally is tired. But like there's also a lot of people in the Black community who's not educated and learning about stocks, trading, where to invest your money at, how to go about saving. That's just a lot of people in the Black community haven't been educated in regards to like finances. Because Black community people, for some reason, money comes flowing in through the Black community. There's a lot of people who probably, let's say, they're living in welfare or whatever the case may be, but their bank account still sits a little bit heavy. It's just the government doesn't know their bank account sits a little bit heavy. They got all these means and possibilities to be running rampant, but they're not educated on how to spend their money. So they see all these other celebrities that, you know, whose money is a little bit longer buying jewelry and stuff like that. So they think that's like the cool thing to do, to invest in something that does absolutely nothing for them, but like like Boosie says, increase their ego or their self-esteem.
Hold on.
But
going back to what you was, well, the question you started with in terms of like mental health or whatever, you kind of answered your own question. That's something else that we as a community need to really start talking and educating one another about.
You know where to
So
start? You know where you can start with that? Sorry to interrupt. The home, pre-civil rights. Is that simple? Is that simple? When it comes
I
to
do think it should start at the home.
families, when it comes to the nuclear family, we didn't
Oh no.
when the government decided to incentivize single motherhood amongst the black women, and this caused confusion in the household and caused confusion with the kids and
Ooh.
mental problems with these kids because they don't know what to do, they don't know who to follow. They're either following something on the media or what, the drug dealer next
Ooh.
door or something. Not the man that's supposed to be there, not the man that could have been someone to look up to and teach this young man or young woman how to function in this world.
Also, I think
Mm.
that they need to introduce how to manage debt. Now, when I say manage debt, it doesn't mean go and get a 4-year degree that you can't fucking use, and then you're $30,000 in debt, and then you have to manage it. I mean, when you have a credit card, open a business credit card and make sure you actually spend 25 to 30% and pay all that back. And that's how you build your credit. And you keep doing that. Saving is a waste of fucking time. And that's not how you get people or credits to trust you. If you want to open up a building tomorrow that costs over $50,000, you saving money, the bank is still going to look in your face and say, okay, well, how are you making the money to continuously pay us back? They need to see proof. If you don't know how to manage debt and you
Or
don't
they're gonna
have,
hit you with, yeah, you got this amount of money in the bank, but your credit score is so and so, we can't qualify you for this.
correct, they always go to fucking credit. They always go to fucking credit. So what do? You manage debt. But a lot of people, when I say manage debt, the first thing they go to is, oh, well, I owe this person and I owe that, I gotta pay. No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's on a whole different level. But you think they're gonna teach that in school? We are taught in school how to be slaves, nothing more. So that's why I say
Facts.
if you deal with the mental health, and we have children that know this piece of paper don't mean shit, and to build their own businesses, to invest in their own selves, and not think that they always have to look to be go in the NFL and basketball bullshit, and also this rapper stuff. Okay,
Knowing
one percentile
knowing the
gets it
shit that I
anyway.
know, I'm against college in general. I'll say it outright and with a straight face. Knowing the shit that I know, I'm against college in general.
College is important depending on what you're going for.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
If
because
you're
when
right,
I went
right,
into
yeah,
film
yeah.
school, that's
What
exactly,
field?
I'm
What
like, this
field
is what it should
you?
be compared.
What field you invest your motherfucking time in education in? Yeah, that's important. But for the most part, it's nothing more than a financial death trap.
Well, the thing is, okay, so you see how I went into nursing.
Hmm.
And then I said, you know what? I'd rather not have to take the fall for other nurses, because being a medical assistant over a fucking decade and doing nuclear medicine under the radar, who's going to get arrested? The doctor or the person that says, go ahead and do that? And my dumb ass goes and do it. I'm going to go to fucking jail. And all my life is going to be thrown away, right? They pay me less than what a nurse would be making, have all the credits to go and just go to school and be done with it. But I said, fuck it. I dropped out of nursing school and I went to early education to get to open a childcare service. Why is that? Because then I'll be able to have to be my own boss. But in order for me to do that, guess what I have to do, Dion?
What's
I
up?
have to get a license. How do I get a license?
Take your ass back to school.
Right.
Exactly. And I'll finish next year, but I still am forced to do something. But what's the end result? Me being my own fucking boss. Sometimes we do have to, put in the work to be our own boss to get that piece of paper. But when it's done, it has to be something that you can pass on to your children.
Can't blame the government on that.
I
You know
can't
what? I do
even
know where
seriously
you live,
say
okay?
F the government. I mean, F education, because when you go to like third world countries that are impoverished and like education isn't free, like even though college isn't free, but an uneducated mind is just worse than like somebody who's not like who went to school for a long time and doesn't have anything to fulfill. Like at least you went to school and didn't have anything, but like you never going to school, and a lot of these people like in third world countries don't have the means to go to get educated, and they have to learn from the streets. And imagine if like how America is. Imagine if we just had just a bunch of people learning from the streets. A lot of them ain't gonna learn the right stuff. Most
I
of
They
them
need a
ain't
mean,
gonna
mixture.
become drug
we
dealers.
have that happening now.
They need a mixture. They need street smarts and they need education, but the kind of education does matter.
Right.
Nah,
That,
some people
yeah,
don't
that
need
that
street
has to be a
smart.
balance.
Some people don't even need to be looking at the streets. Some
Some
people
people
just
just
don't
need
need to be
common.
out there.
Some people just need common fucking sense. It
Yes.
is just that fucking simple. I look. I'm not the street person, but I've been in the streets. I haven't done the stupid shit in the streets, but I've been there, and I
Mm-hmm.
realized it wasn't for me because I had common sense to realize, do I really want to risk my life doing this dumbass shit? Like, I like the freedom to be able to walk up and down the street and people not look at me like I owe them money. Like this, it's cool. Like
Right.
There are
it's
people that
Man,
have
Not
to learn
true.
the hard way.
yeah. It's
man, listen.
some people learn the hard way, and then you have some people who actually learn from other people's mistakes. It's the
Mhm.
we as adults and parents,
Mm-hmm.
we have to build a certain system where, look, this is what life is. I teach my kids early now. Look, this is what life is. This is what this is bull. This is BS. We don't go for BS. Okay, Daddy didn't go for BS. You're not going to go for BS. This is common sense. Okay, we're not going to try to figure out what type of blue you want. We just going to know blue right now. Okay, when they make it to where you have to figure out what type of blue it is, this is when you do research. But until then, we're not going to. We are going to go with what we know, and then we're going to move forward with that until like people like, oh my god, it's just so weird. Like, I don't understand how people could sit around drug dealers and really think that shit is cool. I sat around drug dealers all my fucking life and got bored by them. I did. Like, really, just sitting in one spot waiting for motherfuckers to come to you for you to make. Like, what if nobody comes to your block? Then you don't make money. And if you don't make money, you're sitting on drugs. And the longer you're sitting on drugs, the more likely you're gonna get caught with them. It's like,
You know what's funny? I always thought that the way they sold drugs is stupid because college, especially like you see them shows of the white boys, they go into college with the weed and they sell it there, and
yeah.
they don't really get caught because everybody's in there doing illegal shit instead of just putting yourself out there on the corner and waiting for a crackhead to get their fix.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
always thought it was stupid. That's why I said
Right.
I always looked at drug dealers like they're stupid.
Dumb as shit.
It's the
Dumb as fuck.
dumbest shit ever. It's like niggas be like, I'm on this block every day. I'm like, why? I can
Why?
see you.
For what?
I can
For
see you.
what?
It's the luxury of being seen. They're not.
But that
They're on the block just to be seen.
but the beauty
Uh,
but do you hear?
But
I'm
you
sorry.
you
I don't
doing
mean to cut
something
you off. I don't
legal.
mean
I
to
don't
cut you
want to
off.
be seen. The
I
fuck?
don't want to be. I'm about to say I don't want to cut you off. I swear I don't want to cut you off. I just want to say this real quick. Do you hear the contradiction of what you're about to say? Not you, but as the mindset of a drug dealer. They want to be seen, but the point of them selling drugs is not to be seen. The only
And then
way
you
you're
get
going
mad
to
when someone stitches on you.
like, how you snitched on yourself. You have a $10,000 watch on and a $20,000 fucking chain on, and you have never had a job a day in your life. You don't have a degree. You don't have nothing.
Look like a lick.
Like, nigga, what? Are you serious? A blind
there's
man
a
would be able to tell he's selling drugs.
So there's this movie I watched, like it's some black movie, like these three drug dealers, one went to prison. He was flashy and everything, and he said that exactly. He says there's like, well, the other one he became a drug dealer, but he didn't want to be a drug dealer. He became it, made the money and got out. But his other friend ended up getting shot and everything. And his other friend said the reason why he be on the streets is because he wants to be seen. And when he feels flashy, he feels like the streets love him and they're all looking at him, they partying with him. And that's literally the mindset of all the other drug dealers. That's why that was a drug dealer movie. It's
Hey
exactly how
Ray,
they think.
Paid in full.
hey Ray, I'm about to
Paid
say,
in
Yeah,
hey
full.
Yeah.
Ray,
I
I
was
was
saying
about
that
to say,
sound
hey
like paid in
Ray,
full.
hey,
So we
you
was
know I was
all
about to
thinking
say,
it.
You
I
was
was
about to
about to.
quote. You was about to quote Makai Fighter, wasn't you, Q?
Hey, you knew where I was about to go with it.
I love the game.
I love the game. He said, I be feeling like one of these ball playing niggas, Michael Bird. You
But
know what
I
I'm
think,
saying?
but I
I could
think
lead a
the
league.
word.
I could lead a league. But if I leave, is the fans still gonna love me, man?
Go ahead, Father.
No, but what I was saying is like the word of that entire discussion that y'all just had right there is mindset, which goes back to what Crystal was saying, that mental health is the driving factor of all this. Because if you don't have that mindset, then you don't need to worry about being seen by the streets and by the hood and stuff. So as we were talking about this thing, the one thing that you can draw from all this is that these people that are doing the drug dealing and these kids that are seeing these drug dealers and aspiring to be them, it's not that they're aspiring to be drug dealers. They just want to be loved and embraced by their community. There's a quote that always goes around that says, "A child that does not feel the warmth of his village will burn it down to feel his warmth." So, if yeah, so if you don't if you don't embrace the children that you have within your community, if you don't provide an example that people can follow, that they themselves can be enriched, not only financially, but spiritually and mentally as well, that is going to trickle down to the rest of the community. And then what you will have is you'll have people that they recognize their worth, they cultivate their talents, and they actually provide something to the world instead of being self-destructive. Because selling drugs is a self-destructive behavior. Putting yourselves in a situation where you got to look over your shoulder all the motherfucking time just for some money in your bank account to feed your kids and stuff like that, that is self-destructive behavior. If you are constantly in that mindset, it erodes you. It makes you paranoid. It makes you inadequate even, because somebody could be showing you love, somebody could be trying to show you the way, and then you gonna reject it because you convinced yourself that you got to get it out the mud, you got to do it by yourself. This is why you try to help certain people and they don't want to accept the help because they're gonna feel inadequate. If they do, they're gonna feel like, oh man, I can't do this, I got all this pressure on me. Like, no, it's not about that. We are human beings. We are social creatures. We're supposed to cultivate ourselves in communities that see our worth, and then we bring it to the outside with other people so that we can actually contribute something. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Rule number one: get the money first.
Oh Lord.
We saying all this to just say, man, rest in peace, young Dolph, man.
I'm saying, bro.
I follow the 10 crack commandments, but that is also.
Oh my God!
Any last words before we move on to the next topic?
That boy, he your genius. Ice motherfucking cold. That boy, he your penguin.
Damn.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
Damn, y'all. Goes on Mercedes. That's major. Whole gang going crazy. That's major. Like, bruh, don't get me started.
Yeah, don't make me start singing with Young Dolph song, because I can go down the line. That was
all right. All right, now we're gonna go from let's stay on the rapid thing. We're gonna go from one situation to another.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Oh boy, do we have to?
Oh shit! I can't wait.
Do we have to?
Let me sit down. Let me sit down.
In another episode of what Father would call being gang goofy, the baby and Danny Lay, who is the woman in the situation, basically was live all week, and basically the baby was kicking her out the house and all that other stuff, and it just turned into a big ass debacle to where a lot of people had opinions on it, and a lot of people took Danny Lay's side, but a lot of people just looked at it as he was goofy. So I asked the panel, and Q, I'm going to start with you.
Okay, thank you.
How do you feel? So much. What do you think about the situation that happened between the baby and Danny Lay?
All right. I'm gonna try to make this short and brief. When it all boils down to it, Danny Lay is just like any other female who's been in that situation before. I don't blame her for anything. She was in a situation where she had a child with somebody that she thought that was for her, and he wasn't for her, and she found out the hard way. So it just bit her in the ass. I felt like what the baby did, he did everything to try to cover his tracks to make it seem like it was something when it wasn't. I'm not picking sides or anything like that. I don't really know their situation, but the one thing I can say is that a lot of stuff that Danny Lay was saying is coming to fruition, and it's been like the truth, like how she said that when he tried to call her a side piece and she was like, side piece? I was your whole girlfriend. There are a lot of things that like line up that he was portraying her to be that in a way. But the baby's been known to pick sides when it comes to women, like play both sides, play both sides of the fence. Like He's been with his baby mother for like ever and like on and off type shit. Like he just had a baby with his baby mother right after he had a baby with Daddy Lay. So this doesn't surprise me. The only thing, the one thing that I did not like, I'm not even gonna lie. Me as a man, this is something you don't do. You do not broadcast your shit on the internet like a fucking female. No offense to the women in this podcast. I'm pretty sure y'all wouldn't do the same thing, and y'all probably wouldn't do that anyway. But I'm just saying, for regular society, from what we have experienced in the last few years, it's more likely for a woman to blast a man in that situation than a man to blast a woman. You know, and for him to do that, like it was borderline embarrassing, and it was kind of like fucked up in a way. So I'm like, all right, dog, like you in my eyes, I'm like, all right, you won. You made her feel bad. You putting her out the house. You got the baby. She gone. She get it. She was a side piece, even though you told her that she wasn't a side piece. But now you're telling everybody she was a side piece. All right, cool. Everybody in the world already had a thought that she might have been the side piece from Jump Street. So you're not telling anybody anything we don't know. So it's not really, alarming. But it was the fact that you felt the need to, put it on the internet to embarrass the girl in a way. Like, I've never seen Danny Lay show emotions, period. Like, I've never seen her talk, to be honest with you. I've only seen her dance, and I've only seen her in the baby videos or in a post. I've never seen her articulate anything, say anything, use words, pronouns, adjectives, nothing. I've never seen her say anything, well, except when she sung that damn song. But still, I didn't know. You get what I'm saying? I didn't. I'm just saying. I'm being honest. Like,
No.
Yo,
Okay.
did you even remember her on Wild and Out?
no. Yeah, I did.
I
Damn,
didn't
that
know
was
who
her.
the bitch was until I seen this whole
That was
situation between her
her on
and the
Wild 'N
baby.
Out.
I'm
All
not
right,
even gonna stunt.
that
The
was
one
her.
Hitman Holler was like, "You got a pretty ass smile." That's
Yeah. Okay, that was her. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. But in all reality, it's certain things in certain relationship situations. There's certain things you don't do. All right, you embarrassed her enough. Put it on social media. It was not necessary. If you put her out your house, all right, that's cool. If you call the police to get her removed, all right, that's cool. Even though I felt like that wasn't necessary, but still, all right, that's cool. You did everything to do you needed to do in order to get her out your house. But putting it on the internet to embarrass her, it wasn't necessary. And I just felt like, for people who calling her stupid, those are the same people who've been in the same situation as her. They just don't want to admit it, and they're too much of an asshole, and they're just looking for something to, they feed off of somebody's sorrow and somebody's pain on the internet. So it's like, but in reality, I know I can name on my hand, I can literally name women on my hand, not the women I've dated, but females on my hand who've been through these situations, and it's normal. This happens. The only difference is they're celebrities, and we act, and they, if they go live, they actually get people to watch. If anybody else in this world went live and did that shit, there'd probably be a hot 10 people watching, and 5 of those people would actually know who the fuck is in the video.
I would have been the one in the chat roasting the motherfucker.
Yeah, and you probably don't even know the people in the chat. You just roasting their ass because you happen to follow somebody. Like, you got people like that, you know? So, like, in reality, this is just all, like, this is life. It's nothing new. You shouldn't, the baby is going to be him regardless. And I just hope that every other female in this world, like, take note that it doesn't matter how much money you got, how good you look, or how good you think you are. Some men are going to do what the fuck they want to do, regardless of your feelings and how you react and all these things like that. Ease up off of Danny Lay. That's what I would say. Ease up off of her. Ease up off of the baby, because he just like any other nigga in the world. He just like the nigga that you love so much, that keep doing the same shit to you, but you don't want to put your business out there. But you so quick to judge somebody else's situation because they got a little bit of money and a little bit of clout. Get over it. It's life. Shit happens. Let's move. Like it's not even that serious. I feel bad for Danny because she's a really pretty girl and she seems like a nice girl. She just, man, he pulled up beside her looking like his mama, and that's what happened.
Anybody else want to go?
The way that I feel about this whole situation is that both people, I don't even know where to fucking start, to be honest. Here's the thing. If a dude got more than one baby fucking mama, and you see that the first baby mama is not even having her kids taken care of the way that she needs to, and she's still fucking him, what makes you think that you look at this guy and be like, you know what, that's the one, just because he's a fucking celebrity? Did we not see what Sierra went through?
Can I
Second of
can I
all,
answer that question real quick?
And
Can I answer that question real quick? I just want to answer real
go
quick.
ahead.
Because niggas lie, and some niggas are really good at lying and really good at making women believe something they say.
That they take care of their kids?
Exactly. It's easy.
Yeah.
There are men like that. And you would think that a person who always talk about his kids in his songs, who always talk about this stuff, you would think that he does that. So
right.
I don't completely
But that's the
blame
process
her.
of elimination.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't completely blame her, but I will call her like green.
How old is she, by the way?
What's she, like 23, 24, some shit like that?
Yeah, she's still okay. This is not disrespect to anybody on this panel who's around that age, but when it comes to love and dating and stuff, I don't know what the fuck it is, but for some reason, yo, I don't know. Let me just speak on myself. At 23,
she's 26.
She's what?
She's 26.
She's a
all
year
right, then I ain't
younger
gonna
than
get
me.
my fucking speech. But anyway, the point is,
who you blaming it on this time?
Anyway, first of all, don't let a man tell you more than once he don't want you. So here's the thing. She got to experience what true heartbreak is.
Mm-hmm.
She realized that he didn't want the yellow bone after all, because the reason why it's speculating why people don't really like her is because she was speaking down on a black woman, a darker skin tone woman. You know what I mean? So she was...
What? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was about his first baby mother, correct?
Exactamundo. So she's Dominican American, right? So if you're gonna go on fucking live, knowing the history that America have, and be like, "Oh, he want a yellow bone chick," or whatever the fuck she was singing, that means that you are feeding into the stereotype. And furthermore, if you really love the black man, why the fuck would you put the mother on blast, knowing she's not a fucking celebrity, knowing that you can say anything you want to say about her skin tone and people will still back your dumb ass up? So that means you are contributing to the fuckery of her going through what she's going through with the baby, just for you to get what karma it is. Second of all, she had no business touching him, trying to take the phone from him. All this bitch needed to do was leave the fucking hotel.
That's it.
End the story. The only thing that I do not agree with the baby is kicking out a woman with the child. You should have just kept the child, leave her to go wherever the fuck she want to go, because you think she's supposedly, violent or whatever.
But
she wasn't violent when you laid sperm in her. So we're not,
But
let's not act like the victim all of a sudden.
But some women in that situation aren't going to leave the child.
Well,
so we don't like I said, we don't know really what happened. We only know her side and then and his side, but there's always the truth inside of that shit. So
both of them need to, get it together, because that shit was just a hot fucking mess. I'm not really
it was sad.
On anybody's side right now.
They both made long ass statements that I ain't gonna read. Go ahead, Natalia.
Let's talk about him promoting
the baby's baby mama. She's technically a celebrity. A lot of people know her. She's been she's not like one of those like industry rappers or whatever the case may be, but she like hangs around a lot of celebrities. And the baby does take care of his kids. With Danny Lay, she acts. The whole thing is she's upset because he tried to kick her out. Me being a black woman, and I know Danny Lay is like a Hispanic white woman, and I guess she's not accustomed to black people, and so like the baby is like one of the few black people she's dated. So when a man kicks you out his house, regardless if it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you just get that like.
Damn.
there's no there's no like back and forth and this and that about a man kicking you out. He kicks you out. So like the whole thing is him going on live to like record him kicking her out, and then he like even went to like belittle her and like take her all the way to the ground, calling her a side chick, and she's like, "How am a side chick when you do this?" The NFL, like the guy who had owned that basketball team that was like saying the N word, and he ended up losing the basketball team. He was like literally he bought his side chick a penthouse. He bought his side chicks. She was flying private. Like these side chicks, the celebrity side chicks, or these like billionaire side chicks or millionaire side chicks, they getting flown out. They getting in yachts. He literally puts yachts in his videos, so it was nothing for him to do that. He did
They're
that with
getting paid for
Lemme. He
their
did that
silence for one.
exactly. So her thinking she was different than any other celebrity side chicks. Future done had all these side chicks, living lavish, and he ain't taking care of none of those kids. He never took care of like the kids before Sierra, he was never taken care of. And so when he had a kid by Sierra, he stopped taking care of Sierra. He got himself in the game through Sierra. And so like this is like always happens. It's like, okay, Dan late. I don't know if her finances wasn't right. That's why she didn't want to leave the house when he kicked her out, or what the reason was that she was just willing to keep on getting disrespected constantly until he called the police 2 times. Like the first time he called the police on you, and then he called the police again on you again a second time. Like you ain't gotta call the police on me the first time for me to get the hell out. If you
I'm
tell
just
me to get the hell out, I'm getting out. Because at the end of the day, she makes money too. So I don't understand why she was so stuck on him.
I don't get it. What made
He,
her think that she wanted to have a baby by him
I
and a
can
man,
answer that.
fourth baby
man,
mama?
the
I'm
baby
gonna
was
answer.
supposed to
What?
Let,
take a
let me
page.
answer that.
He
He was
probably a
supposed.
charming motherfucker.
He's
He
supposed
Let
to take a
probably a
me
page.
charming
Oh
motherfucker.
God. What is
let me
wrong
answer that.
about
Hold up.
him?
Let me answer that.
He's
Let
supposed
me
to
answer
take a.
that.
He's supposed to snatch her chain and kick her out like they did on
Please let
HBO.
me answer this one. Hold up. Please let me answer this one.
I
Nah,
know
he's
him.
supposed to do what my man from the Tyler Perry Diary of a Mad Black Woman did. Just kick her out and
Nothing
you bring a
about the
new woman.
baby. Nothing that the baby pretends to be or is. Like he's the same guy who killed somebody in
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Walmart.
that. I
So
forgot about
nothing
that.
about baby screams charming or like
He
that's
was
the guy I
defending
want
his.
to spend the rest
He was
of my
defend.
life
Nah,
with.
he
Hey,
was
women
defending his
Hold
love
up.
family.
the baby.
He was defending his family.
Because he's a whole fucking project. Women need to stop wanting fucking projects. If you want
Exactly.
a project, go to fucking Toys R Us
And
or
then
some shit. Go somewhere where you can build a project. Why are you always gotta get a nigga that's the
and
most
then
toxic motherfucker
that's where I was
to be
about to
like,
go.
oh, I could change
It's
him? Like,
it's
bitch,
because they broken.
That's where I was
They
about to go.
broken.
See,
the fuck?
this is the perfect combination of toxicity meeting stupidity. This is what this is. It is toxicity meeting stupidity. Stupidity.
These
Excuse me.
there was those are girls who wasn't raised by a mom or a dad, who have a whole lot of like
See,
life problems going on, and at the end of the day, the baby was out there stroking the little like insecurities that they did have. He was like making it feel a little bit better because when you know your worth, the baby is not it.
Nah, she thought she was the shit, and
right.
the baby humbled her
She
real fast.
she
I think they both was on some goofy
no,
shit. So
going back to what Crystal and Material Life was saying. She thought she could change it, nigga. See, here's the thing. She this is she's perfect example of what I refer to as an uppity ass bitch.
Damn.
Thought she was
Damn. See,
better.
there
You
you
didn't
Thought
help
go.
she was
him.
better than
There you
somebody.
go.
Chill out.
No, let me
Sit
finish.
your
I
man.
could
Sit
have
your
Thought she
put
man
was
that
better
down.
than
white
some
girl
fucking body.
syndrome
That's why she
or
made that song "Hit Me First,
victim
baby
mentality
mother.
or something, a massive
Hold
mentality,
up.
but
Let me finish.
uppity.
Let me get this out.
yo,
No, let me
hey,
get this
hold
out.
on, hold on, everybody chill. Everybody chill. Go ahead, Dion. Go ahead.
She thought she was fucking better than somebody. Hence why she made that song "This First, Baby Mother." For starters, she thought she was the shit. She thought she could change a motherfucker. She thought, oh, I'm too good for him to do X, Y, Z to me, and this, that, and the third. And lo and behold, now you on social media looking like a whole ass idiot. Really, both of y'all are, but especially her.
In reality, let me say something. the whole situation is the fact that his first baby mother, like you should have known right then and there. It was more so the first baby mother, like she thought that the first baby mother was warned. I mean, she thought the first baby mother's warning was hate. It was a warning. You think that, but it ain't what you think it is. And she thought that she was above that shit, and she wasn't.
That's the other. She tried to save her. That just makes this funnier to me.
Yeah, she tried.
Who?
She tried. She
Oh, the
tried to
baby
prevent it.
mama. Okay.
It's
She
funny that
tried to prevent it.
this. On one hand, I'm to the point of because it's been on social media since the shit started. I'm on one hand, I'm kind of like I don't care, but then it's but as we like actually explore the shit, it's actually fucking funny.
It's not funny. It's reality. I've seen
To
this
me,
shit.
it's hilarious.
I've seen this
To me,
story
this
so
is
many
fucking
fucking times.
hilarious.
I've seen this story so many fucking times.
That's
And
what makes it funny.
it's
To me, for
It's
me, that's what makes
ridiculous.
it funny
Like
because it happens so fucking often.
I've seen broke motherfuckers
That's
go
what
through this
makes
shit.
it funny.
Like I've seen broke
The
people go
thing
through
that
this shit.
the thing that irritated me the most isn't
Hey,
the
there you
whole
go.
baby and Danny Lake. It was like all the like black girls who's going through her same situation or went through her whole same situation, trying to save a white woman or Hispanic white woman, whatever the case may be. Of like, oh, like the baby's like Summer Walker trying to like help her out, saying oh this and that, but like Summer Walker, like you literally was cursing out his London on Chuck's first baby mama for the same situation. So like I don't understand how y'all trying to save her when y'all knew she was in this predicament because y'all used to hang around her.
Because birds of a feather flock together. They
And
didn't
let me
care.
tell you something. Summer Walker, I love her music, but she is as boneheaded as they come. Oh my
Dog,
goodness.
she is. Hey, you want to talk about you, but dog? Oh my god. Hey, there's green and then there's summer.
I
Like
don't know what to say about
Danny
Summer
Lay
Walker
might
because
be.
I know the situation y'all referred to. I don't know what to say
Danny
about
Lay
Summer
is
Walker.
Danny Lay right now to me is green. You green. You let a hood nigga jip. That's like if she would have moved into the hood. If she'd have moved into the hood and the baby would have got a hold of her, the same situation would
Big
have happened.
facts.
The same situation would have happened. She'd have been a girl not from the hood, moved to the hood, and then
Got finesse.
she meet the hoodest nigga in the group. She meet the hoodest nigga out of everybody. He get a hold of her because she looked good to him, and she get a hold of him because he looked good to her, and he the hoodest most popping, yeah, and he the shit, and she just want to be. She thinks she can, and she can't. She see all the women chasing him. She see all the women diving for him, in love with him and all this shit. And she think that, oh, well, all these women love him. Well, I got him. No, you don't. Just like all the women love him, all the women have a chance too.
I can't help it but to think that the reason why she was so thinking that she was protected because of her skin tone is because maybe the baby was filling up her head with bullshit.
Of
I
course.
think, and when women get into that space where they're like, "Oh, he loves me because of my color, the color of my skin," they don't say it like that, of course. But I'm just saying, when you think that you're going to be treated better, and you see all the other baby mamas
That's a red. That's a red
prior
flag.
in
That's
your
a
fucking
big
face,
blaring
and
ass
you
red
say,
flag.
I don't
I
understand it.
mean,
How do
god
you not pay
damn,
attention?
like we got to go to 10 baby mamas for your bitch ass together, like
Game
damn.
goofy.
Hey.
All right,
Goofy.
I'm done being up
Say
on
it,
her. I
Father. Say
I
that
don't
again and
wish
say
that
it a
on
little bit
anybody.
louder for the people in the
Huh?
back, because
Hey,
motherfuckers don't understand, bro.
but shout out to the baby for promoting his tour while he was putting
While
her
he was
out. Shout out.
That's
Hey,
if
hey,
that's not.
you
Hold
gotta
up.
make
Can I
your
say
money
no?
some
Q,
way.
so
Q. Hold up. Q.
savagery.
Can I say something real quick? If that is not proof that a nigga don't give a fuck about you, I don't know what is.
Nah, that's just him covering his fucking tracks. Last time he was in some shit, he ain't had a tour for 6 months. He trying to make sure. He trying to make sure that even with
That
this
proves that
bullshit,
further proves my
even with
point.
this
He
bullshit,
cares more about getting
nigga,
that
the
toilet
album
jump
out,
off than you.
nigga, I'm back on my baby Jesus shit, and
And
I
can I
gotta.
address something with the baby? The baby is a Capricorn like me, And he was born literally on my fucking birthday. But the men Capricorn are different from the female Capricorns. Let me just keep it real. That's on some savage
you
ain't
saved nothing. You just made your conversation worse.
So you making sure to like completely remove the baby from you. Like you
don't say anything further and have people looking at you.
Lord have mercy.
Whatever the baby did, I don't do that over here.
She about to put somebody out right now.
Chill.
Birthday, but we are not the same.
Hey, let's all leave this podcast and jump on her motherfucking live because she about to put somebody out right now.
I ain't got my education.
Oh nah, hold up. You reminded me of a joke I saw earlier today about that shit. Listen. Somebody said the baby did the same shit that females be doing when they're mad at their nigga and he not on the league.
Oh shit.
I'm not even gonna laugh
at the same exact thing.
She said,
I just want to say I have
again. It's funny to me. To me, it's funny. To me,
a lot of shit is funny to you.
No, it's true, but it's still.
It's very fucked. That's a dark ass joke, bro.
It's true, but it's like,
that's not even cool, bro.
I don't care because I'm not the type to put myself in that type of a motherfucking position.
Of course you're not.
Danny Lay was born on December 20th. Isn't that also a Capricorn?
Yeah.
No, hell motherfucker,
no, you gotta hold that.
Stop it.
You gotta hold that. Listen.
Is he in the beginning of the Capricorn season or the end? It depends on where they fall at.
You know what? She's probably.
I need you to hold and take a long pull of that L, cause
which explains the savagery.
Hey, Crystal, I'm an Aquarius. I ain't gonna put you out.
Okay.
I'm a Virgo. I'll walk away and let you argue with your damn self. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna put myself out. I'm gonna give you the key back. I'm gonna lock the door.
Yep, that sounds like an Aquarius, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go and look. Here, take this key.
I'm gonna let you argue with your motherfucking self. Hey, I'm a Virgo. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, change my mail. Hey, I don't live here no more. Let me get my good shit. I will holler at you. You can have this shit. You can have all this shit. I'm gonna pull a Kanye West and I'm gonna move in my bag.
I got 5 Aquarius friends, and if that's not accurate, I don't know what the fuck is.
I'm gonna let you argue with your motherfucking self.
I ain't got time for that shit. Debate.
I ain't going to goddamn place, but I ain't gonna pay no mind of what the fuck you got to say either. You just gonna be yelling at the motherfucking wall. You just gonna be mad as fuck when I don't respond.
I just think
Dion, you stubborn as hell. You are the motherfucking wall.
Exactly. So talk to you. Like what the fuck?
You just again. I'm gonna leave you to argue with your damn self. I'm not gonna pay no motherfucking attention, and you just gonna continue to make yourself mad fucking with me.
Hey Ray.
Yeah.
So that mean when his girl mad, she be like, I'm between a rock and a Dion.
Yes.
It is what the fuck it is. Anyone who knows me will tell you I'm real good at ignoring the motherfucker when I genuinely don't want to motherfucking be bothered.
I'm not good at ignoring. I
am.
Ray, you fall asleep. We're not talking about you.
Hey.
No,
at least we get the point.
Listen, I've nodded off on a bitch in the middle of an argument. Like,
I've done that too. I'm not even gonna lie.
Listen to this.
I've done that too. I've nodded off.
Like, I don't care.
Like, are you done yet? Like,
are you done?
Are you done?
Like, the food is cold. Can we eat now? Like,
especially when a motherfucker is just rambling. Like,
I've been waiting for spaghetti all day. Can we eat now, please?
You're not even talking about what you was originally mad at me about in the first place. You just
Isn't that the worst though? Ain't
like,
it the worst when they bring up something 2 months ago that has nothing to do with the conversation we're having right now?
It don't matter. You just saying whatever the fuck. At this point, it's just like I'm convinced you just like to hear yourself talk.
Girl,
so
we are talking about the different grades of milk. How the hell did you start talking about me looking at the girl at the grocery store? I didn't look at her.
Facts. I didn't know it was another.
How you know about different grades of milk? Is it because that bitch told you about different grades of milk?
God damn! Like shit, we was talking about soy milk.
that when I get a hold of her, I'm gonna beat her ass.
Baby, we was talking about soy milk and almond milk. That's what we was talking about. You talking about the girl that was putting the milk up on the thing. I didn't even know it was a girl standing there. You the only one that knew it was a female because she had a hoodie on. I couldn't even tell.
Like I asked
You
you
know
what the fuck
what?
you want to
Incriminate
do.
yourself
How the
when you
fuck you
said
get
the
to talking
hoodie
about
part.
another woman? Get the fuck.
Yo, Q. You know what's funny? I had a similar problem. I was y'all seen what's the joint? The one about the Central Park 5. I forgot what that movie was called. But like I was telling my ex, yo, I just saw that movie. That movie almost made me cry. She go, that movie almost made you cry. I was like, yeah. So you didn't cry when I left my
Oh my God. If you don't
What the
shut the
fuck?
fuck up.
You walked into that one.
Oh man, if you don't I would have hung up. Hey Ray, you know how fast I hit my end button. You know how fast I hang up on people.
Nah, she texted me that, and I was like, "Yo, are you dead ass right now?" And I'm like, "He's like serious," and I just said, "Have a good night." And I
Hey,
just,
she wouldn't have got that from me. I'd have left her on red. I'd have turned the red icon on my iPhone, and she'd have known I read that bitch at 11:48 that night.
I'm petty. I'll turn the volume all the way down on my motherfucking phone so that it's mute. I'll set my shit on the charger. You think I'm listening, but the whole time I'm playing a video game while you talking to the wall that I got the phone pressed up against.
Dion, you do that shit all day.
you've done that in the podcast a couple times.
A few times, Dion. Hey, speaking of him falling
You just
asleep
don't
during
put yourself
arguments.
on mute.
Okay.
We've heard you wash the dishes in the damn podcast once.
Hey,
I'm saying,
Ray.
nigga.
Hey, Ray, hold on.
Click.
Time
What
out.
the hell is
Time
that?
the
Oh,
fuck
my
out.
bad.
See, now I'm calling people out. Speaking of falling asleep during arguments.
Yeah, I know I'm falling asleep on here. So what?
So y'all just gonna gang on Dion today, huh?
Yeah, we always gang on Dion.
That's
I don't give
because
a fuck.
Dion do it to himself. We
Hey,
don't
it's
even be
him.
doing nothing.
It's him.
It's
Nobody
him.
here can whoop my ass though, so it is what it is.
But
I
Anyway,
the crazy
will
part is
physically
That
kill
is a
You
typical
can call me
nigga
mad now.
retort.
but all the jokes.
Dion just did a typical nigga retort.
Hey,
Ain't
but here's the
nobody
funny
talking
part.
about fighting.
Here's the
Ain't
crazy part. All our jokes go over his head.
literally.
Shut up, Q.
Dion just said the typical nigga retort. Ain't nobody gonna beat my ass. Ain't nobody thinking about fighting.
Hey, yo,
Oh,
Dion.
Dion, that nigga that come in the classroom like, I beat everybody ass.
Y'all can't whoop me.
Oh shit.
And I'm in the back looking over the crowd and shit like, oh shit, he talking to everybody in the front.
Oh, for real.
Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
I am tired of these game goofy ass niggas getting on my precious internet, wasting my life clock with they stupid shit. Get the fuck off Instagram and take care of your motherfucking kids.
Hey,
if I gotta hear
is making it hard. Y'all niggas is making it hard for average niggas to get these women. That's why these women keep trying. Man, y'all making
because they be seeing shit on social media that they shouldn't be seeing. That the regular nigga be thinking that he got the heart to do. These niggas be working at McDonald's, making babies with McDonald's money, and think that they the shit because they got some damn pussy. Sit your motherfucking ass down and stop making babies with women that you wouldn't even fucking move in with. Stop doing that shit.
Make better choices in your partners, romantically, sexually, all of that, man. That's all the fuck I'm gonna say.
Father, we about to make
These
a diss
same
song.
dudes at McDonald's be running rampant through these girls after they had boot up. So it don't matter if they working at McDonald's, they living on the side of the street, because these homeless men still be running games through these little crackheads. So it don't matter where they
at. Man.
Ladies, I pray for y'all. I just want y'all to know the whole gender. I pray for y'all because some of y'all, Lord Jesus.
Well, you can't just say
not gonna make her a wife. Don't make her a mother.
To be clear, because someone's gonna hear what Father just said and get in their fucking feelings. To be clear, we understand that not all. No, hold on. No, I feel like this needs to be said. we understand like not all women are a certain kind of weight, but the fucked up ones make it so hard for the good ones.
Now, with that being said, a lot of these dudes that be out here fucking running around with fucking doodoo crust on their fucking underwear and shit, fucking these women, I'm on your ass too.
Creep niggas. Nasty
Stupid
like,
ass
you on their
niggas.
ass like the doodoo crows. But anyway.
Nasty niggas. Nasty
Wash
niggas.
your ass.
Nasty ass
Nasty.
niggas. Wash your motherfucking ass.
Musty nigga, man. God
Musty
damn.
ass niggas. And then you got the audacity to be, I'm getting money. What are you doing? Go take some
draws. You getting all that money, you can't buy no body wash, you dirty motherfucker. But anyway.
Buy some draws. How do you have Gucci on and you still got Hanes drawers on? I'm confused.
Damn.
Hanes are comfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm just saying, like, where are your priorities, my guy?
You look under your fingernails, it looked like you was using them for toilet paper. Shut your ass up.
But long story short, in reality, women, stop believing in the consistency of what he says and stop believing in the consistency of what he does. If he says that he's a dad but doesn't show it, don't believe it. But if he shows you he's a father, believe it. Stop believing because he continuously say it's the truth. Because every time it's not. Some men don't even like to talk about the fact that he's doing this. This shit ain't an adventure. Being a dad ain't fun sometimes. Shit is stressful as fuck. A real father is stressed out about being a dad sometimes because all the fucking responsibilities. When it all boils down to believe in what he do, don't believe in what he say. That's all. If you do that, 8 times out of 10 you'll find a good man. I can't
remember.
I can't promise.
And one last thing, and I think this is potentially, in my opinion, the main area where what's her name again? Danny Lay, whatever the fuck her name is.
Danny Lay.
Where she may have potentially fucked up. Stop falling for motherfucking potential. Stop falling for what you think a motherfucker could be or how you think a motherfucker could motherfucking treat you.
I can't say that because it depends on what
I can't say that either. I can't say that.
I can't say that. It depends on what the potential is. It depends on what the potential is.
No,
I don't think
I say that because it's like the signs that a motherfucker ain't shit are there. So when you see them signs that a motherfucker actually shows you who and what the fuck they are, come on, dog.
No, all right. I'm a disagree with that a little bit, and this is what I'm gonna say about that. People get switched up on all the time. We can't say. Yeah, like we can't say if you see a red flag because a red flag is going to be subjective. Some people think certain things are going to be a red flag. Other people are going to think a certain thing is a red flag. Like, for example, in the timeline for a few days, there have been women that said niggas that play video games are a red flag. And they will not date niggas
y'all gonna be alone. Y'all gonna be alone and miserable and bored all your fucking life.
Now you see the reaction that y'all just got right there.
If these women don't like men that play video games,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that shit could be a red flag for somebody. It may not be a red flag for you. So it's subjective. Some people don't even know it's a red flag until it hits them in the face that it's a red motherfucking flag. And now they know to look for it next time they go to meet a motherfucker. So like the whole red flag shit.
Do we need to start just slapping people in the face with stop signs then when they know they about to walk into some bullshit?
But it's not. Yeah, but it's not always that. But what I'm saying is it's not always that obvious. Sometimes, again, it's subjective. There's going to be people that just simply don't know until it happens to them. It happens all the motherfucking time. We get goofy in the sense that we try to tell people, "Oh well, why didn't you see it? Why didn't you see it if you know it hurts you and shit?" That nigga didn't know that motherfucker was capable of that in the first place until it happened to them on the spot and it made them feel the way it did. So they're gonna take that. They're gonna take that experience and then they're gonna move different. The problem is that when something happened to us, we think it's the worst thing that's ever happened, and we make it way more catastrophic than it needs to be. When all you need to motherfucking do is remove yourself from the motherfucking situation and go fuck with somebody that will not do that to you. Now, people make mistakes. People,
time.
get it wrong sometimes. That's okay.
This
If
is
somebody
true.
genuinely gets it wrong, then and takes accountability for it and actually makes moves to do it better, that's not a motherfucker you need to blow up on. The motherfuckers you need to blow up on are people who either intentionally hurt you or switch up on you in the sense that it compromises the relationship to the point where you can't trust them, you can't communicate with them, et cetera, et cetera. But to sit there and say, well, if you see a red flag, why ain't you just leave? That's disingenuous because
I
it's
feel that,
subjective.
but at the same time, old girl was forewarned about baby and XYZ.
I can't say nothing about that because a lot of women tried to
So
warn a lot of women tried to warn my stepmother about my father. My father hasn't cheated on my stepmother, so I can't say that. You can't go off of that. You can only certain
sometimes it's best to
situations
play
is like
safe. I mean,
certain situations just like I don't
Bro,
know.
if we played it safe, there would be no fucking dating. I wouldn't be dating anybody then if we were just playing it safe.
Exactly.
Let's be honest here.
People just need to stop saying subliminals and just be straight up for it. Like if she felt some type of way or whatever about the baby, she should have said something to him on the different things that he did or whatever. Like, and then now she's on now it's on Front Street. Everybody's seeing the ins and out of their relationship because they broke up, came back together, broke up, came back together. So they had several red flags that happened in their relationship. But she
And now
never
she
I
moved
guess
on.
she never said anything about it. She was like, "Well, it's my fault for keeping it a secret, like because I didn't want to go to the net because y'all always say I look stupid or whatever." Girl, you still look stupid. Even now, you look stupid.
Get over it.
So
You
it's
ain't
like it
you're
doesn't
not the
matter.
only
Like
one that's gonna look stupid.
exactly, like Mimi used to be on the internet dragging you, and you was like, "Oh, I don't want to say anything." Then you made a song, and then you look stupid. So it's like, girl, you should have just said something. If he was sitting you, if he was abusive, if he was like, because we already know the baby will slap a female real quick.
He
Yep.
got to.
Right.
He got to. Not saying
So
he got
I'm
to,
like,
but he got to do it. He had it is. I would be almost baffled if he didn't put his hands on women.
yeah. So I'm like,
Yeah.
girl,
I don't know how I
no
feel
one would
about
have
that
felt
statement.
different, or
You could tell by certain demeanors, bro. You could tell by you could just tell like a childish mind from a distance.
Nigga's name is the
but
baby.
he went to a whole court case because the girl said he slapped her like when I guess she was like one of his fans, and like he had a whole court case about it.
My whole
So
thing
it's like,
is women. I please find your version of Russell Wilson. You ain't gonna find Russell Wilson. You ain't
child,
gonna
that's like
find.
what Russell Wilson.
You ain't gonna find Russell Wilson. You ain't gonna find him. I'm gonna let you know now. You ain't Sierra, and he ain't Russell Wilson.
First of all, when Sierra
Shit.
found Russell Wilson, he wasn't Russell Wilson.
Nah, he was Russell. He just wasn't Russell.
Oh,
Nah, let me
If
explain to you. No,
anything,
let me explain.
No. Q. They don't want Russell Wilson. They want Future that does Russell Wilson things.
yes.
No,
Nigga,
no,
Basically,
no. The girls, like girls that know they worth, ain't screaming for Future, and the
Future's not
girls,
even
like,
cute. He's not handsome in any way.
and when Sierra found Russell, he wasn't Russell. The amount of money he makes now was not what he was making before. Like after he got with Sierra and his his celebrityism got up, and they realized he was a good man. He started getting paid a lot more than he was getting paid now.
hold on. No.
I don't.
I gotta
Him
stop you on
winning the
that.
Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
I gotta stop you on that. I gotta stop you on that. One, Russell Wilson already solidified his name before he did Sierra because he won a Super Bowl. And he went to 2 Super Bowls back to back. He was already recognized as one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Should have gave the ball to Beast Mode.
He was going to get that contract regardless.
Yeah.
His celebrity status went up a notch because he was dating Russell Wilson. I mean because he was dating Sierra. But if we're talking about money wise and endorsements, Russell Wilson is a God-fearing quarterback. The only thing the difference between him and Tim Tebow is that he can throw and Tim Tebow can't. Other than
Yeah,
that,
but
like
Tim Tebow won though.
and
Tim
Tim
Tebow
Tebow
won the
won.
games.
He won a couple games, but in reality, he already put himself in the difference between him and Future is his career didn't depend on Sierra's push. You get what I'm saying? Sierra just made him look a hell of a lot better. Same thing as Dwayne Wade. Right. Dwayne Wade was a champion before he got with Gabrielle Union, but seeing him with Gabrielle Union puts a
he failed. That's not even like the same combo. Like Russell Wilson and Sierra and Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union is like that's not even the same.
Kind of is.
Dwayne Wade went down. No
Dwayne
offense.
Wade didn't go down.
Yes, his. What? He is not the same no more.
What, like, as a basketball player?
Not just as a basketball, but like back in the days, like Dwayne Wade before he got with Gabrielle or whatever, like he cheated or however the situation spinned off that him and Gabrielle got together. It just started creating like the same thing with Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys. When you have like certain like negative like publicity, it kind of like makes things go like left. The female fan base that you used to have is like rolling off, and then there's the whole thing. It was just too many things adding on, and so like Russell, he came in, and Sierra, she's like she had her own future thing, but Sierra don't really be in the streets, and Sierra's not really like one of those people who's like always in people's faces, and so with Russell and Sierra, it was like okay, man, like. He's taking care of Future's kid, doing a great job with that,
Stepdaddy of the year.
Yeah, so it was like the guys for y'all guys who watch football and like the thoughts who like who watch football too. They probably knew who Russell Wilson was, but for people who don't naturally watch football. Him being on like the Shade Room and all the other blog websites and stuff like that, and like being a stepdaddy of the year or whatever, literally brought like it brought his like stardom for a lot of people. Like you saying he had 2 Super Bowl rings. I don't even watch football, and I still don't even watch it now, but I know who he is. Tim Tebow, like I know who that is because we all know who he is.
That's Tim Tebow.
He ain't even. You don't even have to be on like somebody else's thing, because I think he was like a Christian dude, and he was like so.
But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I can understand what you're saying. I just feel like I feel like the celebrity increase. I understand that, but the money increase, I can't really. I'm not going to say Sierra put him on to more money. She did it for Future though. Changed Future's entire sound.
That true. That is true.
That like she basically she was the missing piece to Future. Like she perfected. She helped him perfect his style.
She created a monster.
Oh my god.
Oh, because I think when he came out,
wait for that monster to turn on her though.
But when he came out with after like him and Sierra, all he did was add auto tune. I don't even know what he was rapping before, but like he had the auto tune thing that T-Pain used to do.
He always did that.
Even when like you first heard him on that what's his name YC on Racks on Racks on Racks. Yeah, he had auto tune there. Yeah, he just sounded different.
He did it wasn't crafted correctly. You got somebody who's been in the game for a long time. Who had because Sierra's actually like one of the best ever, and she's
like one of the girls. Like all the girls like her. She's cool.
You know what I'm saying. And she has she knows the sound, and she knows
and she don't be a mess. Even though she dated a bunch of trash dudes before Russell, but even 50
she
was
dated
trash
Bow
when they
Wow.
was dating.
She did date Bow Wow.
She dated Bow Wow 50 Cent.
Yeah,
50
Cent. I feel like if he embarrassed her.
Hey, time out. Are we really going? Are we really going to call Bow Wow trash? Are we really?
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. One at a time. Go ahead, Q.
Are we really going to call Bow Wow trash?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's fucking Bow Wow. Anyways.
I'm not talking about his music, but I'm talking about the fact that Sierra's like extremely tall, Bob's extremely short. They're not the same type of people. I don't even know how they got together. I don't even know what Bow
But
Wow did to,
he
like,
ain't trash because of that. It was just weird as fuck. Anybody standing beside Bow Wow was weird.
I ain't know, man.
Bow Wow was just
like,
corny.
to
You
me,
don't show me.
even though Sierra was still young at that time, but she didn't act young. To me, Bow Wow just always act like a child. So I was
No,
just
he
like, I
just
didn't
got the
understand.
name
The
Lil Bow Wow. It
nigga was
stuck with
just
him.
corny. The
No,
nigga was just corny. Like,
no. Bow Wow still act like a child.
He
Not gonna
does.
lie to you. Bow
He
Wow still
does.
act like a child.
But I mean, come on, let's be real.
he's fucking corny.
It's only three grown ass men in this world who are the same height as Bow Wow. One is Jermaine Dupri,
Romeo
and the other one is Brandon T. Jackson. So we
and
can't
Lil
really
Romeo.
blame him. Like Sierra's like 6 feet tall, a tall glass of good ass fucking water. My bad, Russell.
I don't know why you saying my bad for. That's why you married her.
Hey, yeah, but but
And
I
had a
fuck,
whole bunch of kids.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Tell
Shit.
Steve Harvey, I don't want. He is a bitter motherfucker.
But you know what's funny material, like you said something, because it remind me that when me and Father was at one of my friends' house for a Super Bowl, and she said
Oh
Beyonce
Lord.
made Jay-Z. And
Oh,
Oh my God.
yo.
Hey, I'm about to get off this podcast, bro. Stop
Wait,
saying
What?
that shit, please. Don't piss me off, Ray. Ray,
Nah,
What?
go
please
ahead.
don't.
Nah, you need to hear this, Q.
Wait.
Go ahead, Ray.
Someone
no,
actually
Oh,
said
I
that out
hear it.
loud?
It sounds
No,
crazy.
Father,
How
I'm not listening
Beyonce
to
made
that.
Jay-Z? How?
keep going.
Wait.
Explain the story.
Father, I'm not about to listen to this shit.
Now, you gonna listen to it, Q, and you gonna stay because I told you to.
I
Father,
want to
you
hear
know
this
how I
because
feel about Jay-Z, bro. I'm
I
not
no,
know
about to
how
no,
you
listen
hold
feel
to
on,
about
hold
Jay
on.
anybody.
Z, but this shit is important.
I need
Oh
to
my
hear this just
God.
for the simple fact that there was actually someone was actually stupid enough to say that out
Oh my
loud.
God. Y'all
okay,
making my fucking brain itch with this
okay,
shit, bro.
one Dion. Before you get into your angry Notre Dame rants, she was young.
No.
She was young, so
That's
that's why I
besides the
didn't go.
point. That's not an
That is
excuse.
No. That
That's
is
not an
the point.
excuse.
Nah, that's the
No,
biggest point.
that is the point.
That's the biggest point.
All right,
That's the biggest point.
because we know Jay Z since '96, Reasonable Doubt, and even more people know when he was with fucking Hawaiian Shirts for Jazzo. We know Jay Z.
He the GOAT.
They don't know Jay Z. They know Beyonce. All right, so a lot of people don't know Jay Z. So when people see Beyonce with Jay Z, they think Beyonce and the songs Upgrade You and all that other stuff. Personally, I think they helped each other, and I've always said that. But Jay Z was the one she got when she got with Jay Z. Took away from Matthew Knowles and all that. Her opinion was Beyonce made Jay Z because Jay Z is irrelevant without Beyonce.
Oh my God. Get me the
And
fuck out of
Beyonce
this
is
shit.
look,
up
I
there,
looked at her.
Jay-Z.
The funny thing
Okay.
is, when I looked at her, I gave her the Doc Rivers face, and I said, "You are too motherfucking mine."
Ray, Ray, are you gonna let me address this shit?
You can now address it.
Oh my God. First of all, let's talk about Jay-Z has been a solo artist half the time Beyonce was a group artist. Let's start off with that. And let's just pay attention to what they actually gave to each other.
I'm gonna just tell you, they only know 444 J. They don't know no
That's the
blueprint.
problem. That's the problem. They don't understand. All right, let me explain something to you. Jay-Z helped Beyonce with marketing. That's it. Jay-Z is a marketing genius. Beyonce helped Jay-Z continue to adapt in each generation while still being himself. Because that's one thing Beyonce has been able to do. She's been able to gravitate to whatever's like hip or whatever is like popping. She gets the sounds and she can make it into her own. Jay-Z was always good at that, but
Versatility.
Beyonce made it. She perfected it. This is why I say men need women sometimes. Well, all the time. We need women. Because it's certain things that we can't perfect because we don't have the delicacy to understand certain details. It's certain details to your music that Beyonce knows. Beyonce has the sound. Her ear is to a certain group. But the fact that to think that Jay-Z had a fucking label. Jay-Z was the president of fucking Def Jam. What are you talking about?
She's
Are
young.
you
This is
serious?
delusional.
She's
Are
young.
you
She's young.
serious? So that means
She was,
Jay-Z.
she
So
was,
that means
she was
Beyonce's the.
delusional.
So that means Beyonce's the reason Jay-Z signed Kanye West, right? Beyonce
Yes.
is that means Beyonce's the reason Jay-Z signed Benny Siegel, right? Beyonce is the reason why Jay-Z changed Rockefeller to Rock Nation, right?
Yes.
So Beyonce is the reason Jay-Z signed Rihanna. Stop it.
Yes.
Kill yourself. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Stop.
Whoever said
There is
that,
like, there's a
Yo,
Jay,
I go
like
through this.
Beyonce
Look,
signed
Q.
to Jay Z. So like literally, her husband is her boss.
Yeah.
bro,
Like at
Jay-Z's a
home
goat.
and at work.
Jay-Z is a goat. And he says
And,
little. He says very little. And the little he
And he's
says,
a drug dealer. So drug dealers are good in sales. So he could sell crack to like so anybody. So
I
you
could
think he
sell
can't
ice
sell
in the
albums?
winter. I could sell fire in hell. I am a
I'm
hustler,
a
baby. I
hustler,
could
baby.
sell
I sell
water to a
water to
well.
a well.
Are you serious? He said this shit in like '02. What are you talking
So
about?
I think
That was next
no
level
offense,
shit.
I think Beyonce needed Jay Z more because Beyonce is just she just does music. Like she wouldn't have known how to do all the other like things. Like no offense to her dad, he wouldn't have gotten her as like solo because Beyonce was always like picture clean image. But once she got with Jay Z, she like she started being that chick, that girl. Like she started showing more of her body
Man,
and.
he made her into
An
she
icon.
said
An
it out her
icon.
Together,
own
they became a power couple.
she said it
Like,
out her own mouth. Beyonce said it out her own mouth. Jay-Z made her into a woman, not because he instilled the power. Like, look, you are fucking Beyonce. The fuck is wrong with you? You have the power to tell these motherfuckers yes or no if you want to or not. What anything you put on a pen and paper and put it on a song, it is going to hit. One, because you have the voice. One, two, because you have the people, you have the fans, and three, you got me. Okay, that's what the fuck happened. And
That
I ain't saying it
they
like
probably
I
had
ain't
a
saying it like
conversation damn near
I ain't saying it
verbatim
like
on what you just said too.
I ain't saying it like Beyonce needed Jay-Z, but in reality, Beyonce is a billionaire because of Jay-Z. How about that? There's a business aspect that Jay-Z has mastered since like '05. So how can anybody
Shit,
even say
before that,
how can you help how can you help create something that I created years before you were even solo?
Like I said, a lot of people don't know that. I go through this all the time because anytime when like a female rapper gets talked about their sexually explicit lyrics and is people be like no other artists go through this shit and I tell people do y'all not know hip hop? I was
They
like
don't.
yeah.
I tell people it always shows me who knows their hip hop or not, and I understand being a fan of somebody specific, like anybody that does sexual, any female rapper that does sexually explicit lyrics and all that other stuff. But I keep telling people, I was like, what they go through, like Nelly and fucking Two Live Crew and fucking anybody that was doing sexually explicit lyrics was going through that shit. I'm, I had to tell a girl like, if it wasn't for Uncle Luke, there wouldn't be no Cardi B.
Facts. Facts. Say that for the people in the back, my nigga.
If it wasn't for Uncle Luke, it wouldn't be no Cardi B.
Bounce that sweet go. Let me see the
You're the
man. What?
Tootsie Roll.
The Tootsie
There's
I
some
Roll.
holes
think to
in the
go
song. That was
solo,
him.
Beyonce needed Jay Z. Cause no
Yes.
offense, females back in the day, they was getting ran through, slept through.
And
By,
Beyonce was the only one that ain't get touched.
yeah, cause she had her dad and she was part of a group. You can't really do much when you have five other people around. But imagine if she was solo, she would go to these meetings or she would go to these little venues and stuff. People would have tried something if it's just her
They
and her
wouldn't
dad.
have took
Like,
it serious.
yeah, what
They
would her dad do? He was not that young. But Jay-Z, he not the one to play with. So they definitely wasn't gonna play with him.
Because Jay-Z has money and power to do what he wants to do, regardless of if you're going to do it or not. So now this is not me calling you for help. This is me putting the business proposition in front of you and saying we are partners because I can do this shit without you. That's what Jay-Z is.
Beyonce turned down $1 million a birthday party that was in one foreign country. She turned it down. Like Jay-Z was like, no, don't go. Like, you think her dad would have said, don't go? Her dad would have been
No,
like, go.
he'd go.
Nah, Matthew. One thing I will say, Matthew knows look like he'll protect it because R. Kelly couldn't even touch Destiny's Child, and a lot of fathers let their daughters go with R. Kelly. So I will say, I will give
Shut
Matthew
the fuck up,
credit.
Ray.
Am I wrong?
No,
am I
you're
wrong?
Not.
There's one thing I will say about Matthew Knowles. I think he protected all them girls, especially Kelly,
because that's his daughter.
Man.
I don't care what nobody say.
Oh shit!
No, I believe you. You know why? Because in the brown skin girl video, there is a scene in that video where Beyonce hugs Kelly, and the look that she gives Kelly, that's her sister.
Dog, bruh, when they stand, it's weird as fuck now. Like, cause it's like now you can look at him and be like, ha.
Also, I know you seen that video of Jay-Z hugging Kelly when he peeped her at that Netflix party.
Yeah, because that's her sister.
Yeah,
that's her sister.
That's her sister.
So
he gave her the
wholesome.
Shit. I ain't see you in a minute, sis.
I ain't see you in a minute, sis.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Kelly motherfucking rolling, bro.
Come
if I
on,
see
man.
Kelly rolling in real life, I'm gonna shed a motherfucking tear just off her sheer beauty.
If Kelly Rowland was Matthew Knowles' daughter, then why didn't he do the same for Kelly that he did for Beyonce? That he could do for Beyonce?
Shit. No, to be honest, we can
Go
say
ahead,
he probably did a little bit. I mean, we can say he probably did something for her, but she didn't have a Jay-Z with her.
Kelly had the best vocal in the whole group. Kelly had the best vocal, but I don't know why she just could not pop off like Beyonce.
That's debatable.
I'm going to blame that on marketing. There's a lot of people say it was colorism, but I don't think it was colorism because anytime Kelly Rowland had a hit like Kisses Down Low and Motivation, because Motivation was every fucking where.
Yes,
I think it was marketing. They did not know how to market Kelly Rowland. You know how to market a Beyonce, but they don't know how to market a Kelly Rowland.
Beyonce is self-marketing. Beyonce could drop an album tomorrow, it's going to go platinum.
Also, Kelly Rowland was doing movies. Kelly Rowland was like doing endorsements. Like she was in her bag too.
She was in her bag. But you know what I also think fucked her up? Wilding out. When Specky said Kelly is fine as shit, I would holler at her, but I only like lead singers. I think that fucked her up.
Oh my God, you blaming that bullshit?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I kind of know. I agree with him because she did come out and say that she was depressed and she was semi-jealous of how successful Beyonce has been. I'll find the article.
Oh, Kelly.
I see it all the time because Beyonce was the lead singer. My bad. Go ahead, Crystal.
No. I was talking over.
Oh. Because I see it all the time because she, like I said, Kelly Rowland do get talked about her beauty and people love her and all that other stuff, but I just don't think she was, because she was with, I forgot, because when Beyonce was with Roc Nation, what was they on Jive? I think they was on Jive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jive, Kelly stayed at Jive and Jive was going under and shit. I just don't think they knew how to market it right. So.
Hey,
and that's what fucked her up.
Fucked up that we talking about these two ones and we ain't talking about Michelle yet. Like
Michelle can't.
We don't need to talk about her.
Michelle right now is somewhere falling off the stage. I would never forget.
Let me tell you something. Michelle
she went to gospel.
Never met a bridge she couldn't carry. Okay.
Hey, shut up. Shut up.
I love the
Michelle
way
is a
you
gospel
are.
singer.
Fulfill your every
Every
desire. Come on, bruh.
That shit was
Your
like that.
wish is
That shit
my
was like that.
command.
That shit was like that.
I still never got my answer. How do you make someone go ooh like the beat of his drum? I just want to.
That's what I'm saying.
I hate.
How do you do that?
I hate
How do you do it?
I hate y'all so much.
How do you make someone say ooh like the beat of this drum?
Stop asking me that question, Ray. I don't know.
Nah, Ray. You asking the right questions. Thank
No,
you for
he's
that.
not.
I asked her.
Thank you.
This is that mental health piece that we talking about. 'Cause we got ADHD. 'Cause we was talking about the baby and Danny Lay. Now we on Beyonce.
That's because people be trying to play with these celebrities, bro. Like they don't know shit.
It all boils down to somebody talking about fucking Jay. Leave Sean Carter out of all y'all conversations, man.
What's the next
That's
topic,
because
bro?
I'm only leaving him out because I want to stay alive. Okay, he's like the
there
Black
you go
Mafia
again.
type
Here
shit.
we go again.
He also has a point.
Here we go, Crystal. We had a whole conversation about this, Crystal. You gotta let the government go.
I can't do it. I guess I'll just get therapy. That's if they not sending their CIA people to fucking act
my fucking God.
What's the next topic, Ray?
Please hurry up, please.
Shout out to the FBI and the CIA listening to this stream. Y'all the
Fuck
greatest.
the FBI and the CIA listening to this shit.
You know what's crazy? When I was a kid, I used to always assume the FBI and the CIA was listening to every conversation.
Man, it's people dying out here. Why the fuck you care about us talking shit about y'all?
Because we're interesting.
Yeah, we are.
Just in case I never sold drugs a day in my life.
Yeah, I have never sold drugs.
It's a criminal life.
Hey, and she is terrible.
Okay, on to the next topic because I wanted to talk about this, and I know I'm pretty sure we've brought this up many times. We never really talked about it, and the reason why I want to bring this up because I think y'all know about Alexa Scott. I don't know what the fuck she does. I just know who she is.
Who?
And she was talking. Exactly.
She was in reality TV. That's all I know.
Fetty Wap, baby mother.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
That...
All I know, I think she was on Love and Hip Hop.
She's Fetty Wap's baby. No, she's not Fetty Wap baby mama. She pretended to be, and then they found out she wasn't.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
Wait, what?
She was on Love and Hip Hop though, right?
And I guess Fetty
How you
Wap
pretend to be somebody? Never mind.
Hey, and like I bet you Fetty,
I
bet you Fetty Wap ain't see that coming.
What's that Dominican thought that done fucked everybody? She did that to Fetty Wap or Offset. She did that shit to Offset. Selena Powell. Selena Powell did that shit.
She looks weird as fuck.
You know who really looks weird as fuck without getting off topic? Cat Stacks. And people fuck the shit out of her. I ain't understand.
That's a fact. I would never.
But on to the topic before we get sidetracked. She was talking about how she had to gain weight, and the doctor said she had to gain weight just so she could get a BBL. And I understand. Just so she can get her BBL that she wanted. And I've been noticing like a lot of women be getting BBLs, and you know, a lot of people done died. I've been seeing a lot of news that a lot of women been dying, be getting these BBLs and all that other stuff. Now, Father, you said you was going to go off, so I'm going to start with you. The floor is yours.
Let me light my cigarette. Hold on, Father. Hold on, Father. I got Lil Wayne. I got to do the Lil Wayne for you. Let's go, bro.
Now listen, the BBL. These women out here are telling me that she wants to gain a little weight for the BBL when all she needs to do is just appreciate what God gave her. Not only just appreciate, take care of it. Eat right. Exercise. Put some stuff in your mind that's going to uplift you. Put some stuff in your environment that's going to motivate you. Fulfill yourself on a spiritual and a mental level. But no, you want to appease the eye of people that's just going to look at you funny as soon as Father Time catch up with you. And then that BBL is gonna betray the fuck out of you. You spent all that damn time trying to gain that weight in order to get it in the first place. And then it's gonna be 20, 30 years down the line, that shit almost gonna kill you. And now you sitting there looking goofy. You sitting there looking like Ronald McDonald's nose and shit. Looking like a damn clown, all because you decided that you wanted to get a BBL. For what reason are you trying to get the damn BBL? Who are you trying to impress? Whose eye are you trying to catch? Who is that worth? Who is that worthy of you to get a procedure that is entering your insides and altering your body so that person can look at you and say, "Oh damn, Alexis, I didn't know you had it like that. Oh shit." Who? You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. What, like, and it's so sad to me because like Alexis Sky is an attractive woman. These women out here are beautiful. You already got everything you could ever need. The only thing you don't have is people that actually fuck with you to talk you out of getting that shit in the first place. Let me tell you something. If one of my female friends told me that she was getting a BBL, I'm gonna look at her cross-eyed because it's like, what's wrong with you? You already got everything you ever need. If you need some motherfucking motivation, if you need some affirmation, I got you. I'm your boy. I'm your homeboy. I'm going to tell you, damn, girl, you look fine as shit. Damn, girl, you looking good. That ass is sitting pretty. You looking all thick and a fuck. It's Thursday evening. The sun is still out. You know what I'm saying? I would do that for you. But here you go. You want to get some motherfucking surgery. And you know what? It's not even the surgery in itself that offends me, because I would expect that shit from fucking Beverly Hills white girls that don't get no play from nobody unless they got some motherfucking money or unless they rich ass daddy set them up with somebody. I expect that from them. But from these women, the black women, the women that God himself said, I'm going to make them a special case. You could pick all the pretty ass women in the world and you put a pretty ass black girl in there and she's eating all of them the fuck up. You agree with me, right, Q? Am I lying?
Hey,
that's a motherfucking
nigga, what? Did you say Q? You said Q like I wasn't going to agree with you?
Bruh, I'm just saying.
You ready to throw the alley hoop or what?
Bro, sometimes when you in a tag team or when you in a stable and you spitting some real shit, sometimes it helps to have the rest of the congregation co-sign what the fuck you just said.
Wow.
Because god damn it, black women are the apex.
Wow.
I want to add some of that too, but I'm gonna let Q talk.
Hey, let me tell you something. Sweetheart, you wasting too much money trying to get an ass. It's just that fucking simple. Then you get an ass that make you look like a bad built ant. Like you look like you built like the grasshopper from Bugs. Like stop it. Hey, I'm sorry. God. I'm gonna call it how I see it because it's like it's all right. For instance, okay, I'm gonna name one celebrity. She's not really that known, but she's known in social media because she's always doing some stupid shit or saying some stupid shit. But all right, for instance, Asian doll. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm gonna bring. Hey, Father, I'm gonna bring this shit up. I'm sorry it hit your soul because it hit mine too. Let me tell you something. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I seen Asian doll. Her ass was not like that. She ain't had no boobs, she ain't had no ass. She had a little bit of boob, a little bit of ass. Pretty ass face. Beautiful
Asian doll
face.
is so fucking beautiful.
Let me beautiful. Just get that out. I mean, beautiful. Like stare, like like you real, like it. There are some women you can just stare at them.
I will stare at motherfucking
and you just
Asian
look
doll.
like, and you just look at him like, I know I'm a robber, nigga, just because you want me to. Because you look that
wait a minute. Let me finish. 2 years ago.
Like I'm just saying, like and then now I look at her, I'm like, dog, you took like so many points away from yourself by adding that. Like
by doing some fake shit to herself.
Like where is the individuality when it comes to
where
women?
is the love?
Like, how are you different from another woman? If everybody that's in your community everybody that you're like, anybody in your tax bracket, anybody that y'all get what I'm saying. Anybody in that situation, in your same type of lifestyle, if you all have BBLs, who the fuck is different? Who the fuck is the best? Who's winner of all? How can you separate yourself from everybody else when you have exactly what everybody else has? It's becoming an issue for women to be who they truly are without feeling the pressure to be something that they don't need to be.
And what's so sad about it is that they're getting something that black women just like they were even chastised for.
We
Back in
were
the
talked
days,
bad about this shit.
yeah, like when black women would talk bad about having like the wide full hips and the big ass. Like they used to make fun of you for that.
But father, but you notice when Kim Kardashian did it, everybody did it.
Yeah, and they call it the Kim K body. That's the part that always gets me.
Like it, but that, and what people don't. Kim K was fugly. Kim Kardashian was fucking ugly.
You didn't have to use that word.
Yo,
yes, I did.
Ugly.
So many memories.
Kylie Jenner had no chin.
And all her fugly
because
it was only
to me
all
that
her
whole
fugly
line,
ass sisters except her fucking youngest sister.
To me, that whole line is unattractive, and hell, I didn't even know who Kim was until the Ray J incident.
That's how everybody knew her name.
Now I knew her from that dumbass show before her father became her mother.
That's the Jenner.
That's not her father.
Yeah, that's not her father.
Her stepfather
but
became her stepmother.
Isn't that her father-in-law?
No, her mother was married to him.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's her mother. Yeah, but long story short, I don't. And even on side note, just to be funny, Chloe, OJ Simpson is your dad. But beside the point is, ladies, half of y'all women don't even need it. You already can just get whatever you want. Like, not even like whatever, not saying it like that, but I mean, you're already a 10. You get a BBL, and if you have the same body shape as every other female on your block, then what makes you better? What if you get the same facial, adjustments? What makes you better? What separates you from anybody else? And that's what makes it hard for women to that's where there's the contradiction of a woman trying to find a good man and shit like that when they do shit like that. Because how if a man has just dated a woman with that just got a BBL and she wasn't shit, and then I run into another woman who's in the same tax bracket as her who has a BBL, what makes you think I'm not gonna believe you ain't shit? That's how, but and that's not even saying that's how men should think. But I'm telling you, that's how simple-minded men are. That's how we look into detail with shit. That's why men gravitate towards Megan Thee Stallion so much.
And for the record, everything I'm making, that's all her.
Exactly.
Natural.
Her mixtape was fire too.
She grew into that. Good God Almighty.
But we got for what's her name? Alexis Sky. I don't know if she went and got another BBL, but we gotta remember she was also a stripper before she got, like, I guess the whole Fatty Wap thing, became like famous or whatever the case may be. So I knew she had a BBL when she got on reality television and everything already. But she was a stripper, so being a stripper, she probably had to get the BBL because she wanted to be in the stripper industry. You gonna get more money
with the biggest
especially
ass.
in the black strip club with the big butt.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know what she looked like before her BBL, whatever the case may be, if she was like, just unshapely, or if she probably would be great in a white strip club. The guys would love her body shape. But let's be honest, black girls wasn't making buku money in a white strip club. So she definitely wanted to be in a hood strip club where, drug dealers were throwing money and stuff. So she probably wouldn't got a BBL. And I don't know how skinny she was before, and she had to get some to put on weight. But now she's entered into this new realm, like it's the celebrity realm. Like now you're being flown out, you're meeting other guys who have more money, and they probably want a certain type. And so, let's be honest, she I don't know if she has like self-made businesses running around rampant or nothing, but we don't really know that she has anything other than being, ran through.
What are
So
you? I feel there is nobody on Love and Hip Hop who has anything outside of Love and Hip Hop except Cardi B.
Peter Guns got cheaters.
Oh, Peter
Peter
Guns
Guns
got
got
cheaters. Shout out to him for getting something that he's like perfect for.
she got on Love and Hip Hop just because of the whole Fetty Wap thing. But
He is a
they
goat.
all want to be celebrities. They all want to be celebrities.
Side note,
DM
Peter
to be
Guns.
popping with football players and basketball players.
Side note, the baby should have took a page out of Peter Guns' book. Not, you know what I'm saying? Because Peter Guns did that shit so terribly, but it worked out so great for him.
My goodness.
I just sent y'all a picture of Alexa Sky before like the BBLs and shit. So hold on, Q. I'm gonna send it to you too.
Nah, don't do it.
But see,
oh my god,
here's what I was. Okay, now I have to look because I was starting to say something and then she just. Ooh,
She didn't need it.
Hurry up, nigga.
I feel like I gotta see this.
Hurry up, nigga.
It's giving transgender.
Yeah, that pose is not okay.
But you gotta remember,
she ain't got that much.
Like she needed to gain weight for that. She had a belly, so she didn't need to gain nobody's weight for that. So this must have been after her.
She hard as she is. She ain't need to do nothing to herself, man.
She really didn't need to do nothing to herself, and plus she's pretty.
Right, but get back to what I was saying before, because the only reason I was even interested in the picture was her reaction. See,
she wasn't getting paid in the
Hey, Dion, before you say something, I just want to say this real quick. Why is she posting like she's in a Word Up magazine?
It probably was a Word Up magazine.
Go sit in the corner.
Go
sit in the fucking corner.
Go sit in the corner? All right, I'm sorry. My bad. But I know better, bro. I told him not to send it to me.
It probably was. Hold up.
Right.
You know what? Just for that cute, I'm gonna send you another one.
Oh my god! Come on, man. Come on, man.
Okay,
there you go.
So
that laugh gave me a headache.
So, back to what I was saying. I know when it comes to women, right?
Fuck! I'm sorry, Dion.
No, and okay.
Oh my god!
Because he just said the guys too.
Hey, yo, you didn't. Hey, oh my fucking god! What? Her back pockets, Ray.
Yo, that's them old Navy low rise
I'm trying to.
Ray, she got baby fat jeans on.
She do though.
Oh no! Lord
Okay,
Jesus.
if I may, because goddamn.
Oh my god, Ray!
Go ahead.
Now,
I'm gonna mute.
here's something I've kind of noticed. If I'm wrong about what I'm about to say, feel free to correct me, but this is just personal experience.
Oh, we'll correct you.
From what I've seen when it comes to the whole thing about, the body shaming and women wanting to get all these, surgeries and procedures and shit done, a lot of the flack that women get, they'll say they're doing it for the men, but a lot of this shit is stuff that men typically don't give a shit about. And a lot of the flack that women seem to get from their bodies tends to come from other women.
Facts.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Yeah. Yes and no.
I mean,
even
and
though men would be like,
depends
"Oh,
on
I
what
don't
it
care
is.
if she got like a Coca-Cola body," but they'd be the first one to tap on that Coca-Cola body
Of
That is
than a
course.
true.
girl who walk around
That,
here,
but see, that
fully
proves my
dressed.
point as
So
far as me saying like there's certain things that we as men don't exactly give a fuck about. It's a lot of this, a lot of just like how okay, they say men do shit like women don't care. Is men doing this shit to impress other men? Like women do this shit too. The body modifications, the makeup, them big goofy weird ass eyelashes. That
All
shit
right, he going in.
like
He's going in.
Hey,
He
ease up off
said
the
goofy
eyelashes.
ass lashes, not just
Hey,
lashes.
ease up off the
Damn.
eyelashes, bro. Ease up off the eyelashes.
all
Ease up off the eyelashes.
no, don't ease up off the eyelashes. Let them know they look like they
no,
flapping somewhere.
Hey, that's a
no,
fact. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like a coat hanger.
no. Them
Yo, you know who
fans,
had the worst
them
eyelashes though? New
eyelashes
York and
be
Flavor
so
of
goofy
Love.
and stupid and dumb looking. Katana from Mortal Kombat can use some shits as weapons. But
Bruh,
anyway,
Who did you say?
I
Who did
told
you?
you he's going in. That sounds personal.
It's very personal.
it's just certain shit I'm just tired of goddamn seeing, and
Alright.
not not only am I tired of seeing it, but I'm tired of men catching the black for certain shit when it's like it's y'all saying this shit to each other. We don't give a shit. We don't give a. What man you know looked at a woman and said, "Damn, she got some sexy ass eyelashes." Explain that one to me.
Nah, no, it's not the eyelashes. I mean, it is kind of, but it's like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I do hate those
I
big
know
ass
how to explain
eyelashes on
it. I
certain
got it.
people.
I got it. I got it. So here's the thing that you gotta understand. With the beauty standards that women impose on themselves, they're gonna do. They don't necessarily need no approval from a man, or they're not wearing it for a man. Some girls just do it because they just want to do it. It don't matter
Fact.
how it look to you. It don't matter how it look to other women. It make them personally feel good. That's why, like with the whole BBL thing, I give a little bit of respect because I don't know what a woman is going through, like in her head or within her spirit, that would enable her to want to do this type of thing. But my point is that if you are in an environment where people tell you that you are beautiful, if you are in an environment where people act like, where you feel like, oh, you look in the mirror, you like what you see, you don't want to make changes
Yes.
to what you want because you are always in that environment. You have, parents that acknowledge you, your friends acknowledge you, the people
Upliftment,
around you acknowledge you
encouragement.
and uplift
Yes,
you.
yes.
Yeah,
We need
that
more of that
encouragement,
shit.
but not everybody has that. And then
I
on
get
top of
that,
that,
but
yeah, but then on top of that, you also live in a society. We compare every motherfucking thing, that everything has to be up here. Everything has to be to a certain standard. Everything has to be to a certain tier.
but
So
then
of course they're
everything you
gonna
just
do
said
that.
speaks to my second point. Everything you just said speaks to my second point. Okay, a lot of this has to do with the people you surround yourself with. People need to, people, but
He did it
also
again.
don't
Shut
cut
up.
me off.
Go
Hold
ahead,
on.
Q. Go ahead,
But
Miguel.
also, people need to learn to embrace their own shit. Stop worrying about, you know, society's bullshit and what so and so on TV is doing. People need
It's
to get
not
off
that
of that
easy.
shit.
It's not that easy. It's easier said than done. You can't just say that. This is a society.
True.
We live off of people's opinions. We live off of people's approval. We are social creatures as human beings. There is absolutely no way in hell you can sit up here and say that, oh man, you just gotta let people do that. Like, no, people are gonna compare. People are gonna want other people's approval. That's what we're on this earth for. Irregardless of who you are and how strong you may think you are, let 10 people get on top of you and say the shit that you wearing is ugly. You gonna fucking break down.
If if more girls saw, body shapes like Sierra being flown out and you know, doing good, like got money just dropping on them, they probably wouldn't think about looking like Ari and Jada and Alexis Sky
But
and
they don't
Dream
look that good.
Doll.
They don't look that good. I hate the way Ari looks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the thing is that so what society is always showing, all the blogs are always showing those type of body shapes are constantly being flown out. They're constantly being seen. Like they come from like, being regular to like
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden they get celebrities. But if girls saw like people like Sierra, like what's his name, Kobe's wife, they're not body shaped like Coke bottles.
Oh my God.
They look like normal, everyday
What?
girls around the block.
Sorry.
Vanessa fine
Fussing
as
at my
shit.
daughter.
My bad.
Janae Aiko. Janae Aiko's
Yeah.
tiny.
She
So
is.
if you see exactly, but if you saw those body shapes, like being praised and like constantly, like being shown all the time instead of like these, you know, modified bodies, then you have less people running to go get BBLs. But what they see is like, no offense, it's like when these girls who like raised up in the hood all the time and see a drug dealer constantly picking the same group of girls, these girls gonna get bleached up, get light skinned, get their body done just so a dude with money can notice them. That's all. Everybody trying to get out the hood somewhere. It don't matter what part of the hood they at. They just trying to
Exactly.
be in the same predicament where these other girls is. They just want their bills paid. They don't want to work no more. They don't want to struggle. The same way with these guys, they be having these fake chains, but girls don't know it's fake, and so they thinking they done came up. Then when they realize they
Wow.
didn't come up, they mad because they done got their whole body done. Thought they done came up. They went to Vegas to be a thought, and then they was like, oh, they got that right one, and found out that was not it. They got to go
I
back
like
again
my
in the
fake
drum board.
Hey, shout out to Ari Lennox for being built like that. God damn.
That's another beautiful motherfucker.
Oh
You
my God.
you just wanted to shout out Ari Lennox. I
I
don't blame
did.
you.
I
You just
did. I'm
wanted to.
sorry.
She's
I
so
just
She's
hear
really
bodies,
fine,
pretty.
bruh.
and I just hear bodies, and I'm just like, you want to talk just like, God damn, just like the total package. Like, God damn it.
She's so
Ari Lennox, if
fucking
you do that
fine.
shit to you, if you do that shit to you, I swear to God, I'm done with life.
I mean,
But
it what Material Life is saying. I think it's just a sign of the. I think it's just a sign of the times because I feel like if this was the '90s, people who look more like a Robin Givens or Jada Pinkett Smith, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
them the ones that would get flown out in the early 2000s, where like big boobs was a thing. Anybody that with the big boobs obviously would get flown out, or if you had like a body like Buffy the Body or a what's her name Melissa Ford, who I think
Yeah, but she was
everybody
only
was
gonna be
trying to
on.
get.
They
Everybody
was
was trying
only
to look
on
like Melissa
camera
Ford one
show.
day. What'd you say?
I
Those girls was only in videos. Like they wasn't really being flown out like that. Like nobody. They wasn't like being praised how you see like now that social media era. Because if they had social media back, like we seen them
Oh,
on all the little XXL
what are you?
magazines and
Oh my
all the
God.
other little magazines, but like
oh
they
no,
wasn't
Melissa
really like
Ford.
big.
mm,
Melissa Ford during her
mm,
time, and that's when like video
was a
vixen.
legend.
If you was in a video vixen, you was making money. Melissa Ford was everywhere.
Legend.
Um,
She a legend.
Melissa Ford, Vita Guerra, Buffy the Body, and I want to say Key Toy
Her
from
name
I
is
Like
Vita
the Way You
Guerrero.
Move. Vita Guerra is Vita Guerra.
Oh my
They
God.
wasn't competing with these social media girls.
That's a fact.
I mean, yeah, but it's only a competition because that's what we fucking do in this society. We compare and we want to make everybody seem like, oh, if you're not up to this standard, then you ain't shit. You ugly.
Mhm.
And we impose that on women, and then we get mad when they start doing a whole bunch of wild shit. And it's like, no,
So
we created that
So
environment.
who's
Imagine
besides
yeah,
Buffy the Body.
so let me my bad. Let me ask you this: Who
Mhm.
is the one that is promoting this? Because you can
I was just
at one
about to
point
ask
you can
that.
yeah, I saw where you was going, Crystal. Because at one point you could say it's the men, but I've seen a lot of women magazines that say 25 steps to lose this weight, or 25 steps get the perfect body, and then
Yeah.
you got the celebrity. Like I said, you never seen Lizzo on a fitness magazine body talking about the perfect body type and all that other stuff. I'm not throwing shade.
Why? Oh
I'm
my
not throwing.
God.
I'm not throwing shade.
Oh
But you
my.
obviously
I get where we're coming from with that.
I can
Y'all
answer that
laughing, but it's
Yeah, I
question.
like
get it. I
No,
do.
but I can answer that question. But it's like I was saying before, it's a societal thing. And society is made up of both men and women. So if like a woman comes up to it, so if like a woman is on the limelight And like it is generally agreed upon that this woman, hey, yo, bro, she's the standard. Like, look at her legs, look at the way she built. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have other women trying to emulate that, and then you're gonna have dudes want to make that the ideal for the type of woman that they want to get with.
It
You know,
starts
they
with one.
fantasize that shit, and then they make, and you know, like they project that shit, and then you know, the more dudes start to get with that type of type of dichotomy, then the more you know women are gonna try to aspire to be like that. You remember Janet Jackson in Poetic Justice and how everybody was fawning over her fucking braids, and it spawned a literal movement of black women getting braids and shit like that. That's how it starts. You see something that people widely think, yo, this is dope, and then they start doing it, and then they start doing it. But again, what makes it so interesting though is the specific society that we live in, because racism is a factor. So you remember the whole Bo Derek braid shit, right? And then how we all got on that white woman because nigga, you didn't make shit. This is shit that we was doing since ancient times. You're not just gonna sit there and fucking name it after yourself. Fuck you. So, like, you know, it's so interesting seeing this shit, because now with social media, if you want to look at a beautiful ass woman, all you gotta do is just fucking pick up your phone and go on Instagram, and it's everywhere. There's whole pages dedicated to this shit. As a matter of fact, there are pages that literally repeat and recycle the same motherfucking pictures all motherfucking day, because that's what they're trying to sell you. And all of these fucking pages have thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the collective consciousness as a whole, that's what they want to see. That's the shit that they fucking want to emulate. That's the shit that's, you know, mainstream. And that's what, if you want to get to a certain position, that's what the fuck you got to look like. The problem is regular women don't look like that. Regular women look like regular women. We are products of the genetics that were assigned to us. Genetics is a rigged motherfucking game. You either going to be beautiful like Nia Long, or you're going to be chopped. There's no, like, I'm sorry. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Give us an example of chopped.
I'm not giving an example of chopped. Anyway,
he's not me because I would.
I want an example. No, fuck that. I want an example.
No,
you're not getting one, Theon.
It's not about me. Right. It's not about me.
I don't care who answers the question. I just want an example. I don't care who answers the question.
You know, if you know, you know.
You know. Thank you.
Yeah, I know a few chopped ones.
Fuck y'all.
And to piggy off of what to piggy off of what Ray was saying, it is a sign of the times, because I'd say the reason why this is so widespread is because they monetize social media. So now everyone it's so easy for young girls to have access to this now, because it's not just their celebrities anymore. It's somebody they probably actually know, or somebody to just follow, and they're doing the same thing. Now it's the OnlyFans. There's always a link to that somewhere, and it's just leading down to this. And this is what you see. This is the type of like sexualized vision of a woman that you're gonna see now. Yeah. And they're seeing, and when you see like bigger women now, like Lizzo and all that, that's the size they're looking at now. So it's either you want to look like that, or you want to be the hypersexualized one, but it's not the normal. It's just pushing away from normal, and they monetize that.
You know what's crazy? So growing up, Buffy the Body was like she was that girl. Like everybody was like, whoa.
Yes, Lord.
Screensaver.
When she like her sizing is what a typical average black woman's size is. To us, she just looked so built, and like she had them thighs, she had the butt, she had the stomach that was flat. But when she like did her measurements, even Charlamagne was like, when she came in the studio, he was shocked because she's not like, she don't look like she looked in the magazines. He thought she was gonna be extra built. But these new
makeup,
social media
the lighting,
bodies,
all of that, man. That's
the Photoshop. It's more or less Photoshop.
Is thick. Them girls is 26-inch waist and 55, 60-inch butt. Thighs is a 12. So
they built like Ant-Man.
built like
So
Cherokee.
Buff, your body was a normal body, but to us it was like really thick. But these new girls, they they putting Buffy to shame because some girls is going to get their stomach
But
sucked out,
these
so their stomach could be real small, and then they
see,
butt
that's what I was about
extra
to say.
big.
These new girls are getting the butt lifts and all these other, and all this other shit done.
Yeah,
They
but
They
cheating.
butt sitting up top,
They cheating.
putting the
Can,
bottle
real
on
quick,
top of
Yo,
it.
okay,
I just
let
want to
me
make a very
ask.
quick point. I just want to make a very, very quick point. Like with me growing up, like it didn't affect me as much because coming from a West African background, I always saw that. The regular women that I see in my country are all built like that. You know what I'm saying? So like
God
it
I was
didn't
bless you.
really affect
say
me
the
like
same
that.
thing.
Bruh,
God
Q,
bless
let
you,
me tell you
boy.
something. Them bruh, go to South Africa. Them
God,
motherfuckers, oh my
God
God.
bless. God bless you.
Lord Jesus.
And
God
his,
yo,
damn.
yeah,
respect to Bria Miles for keeping it, legit, and
That's
she's still going.
another beautiful ass woman. I love
She's
her.
still
she is.
going
I
today,
love
and
her
she didn't
smile.
change a thing.
Who?
All she did was lose weight, or and actually exercise, like I was saying earlier,
Who?
Yeah.
and she kept
Bria
it.
Bria
Miles.
Miles. Bria Miles.
Yeah,
I'm gonna act like I know who that is.
You don't
I'll send
look
you a
her up.
picture.
Yeah,
I've heard
I'll
the
please
send you a
name.
do.
picture.
I've heard the name before, but I'm not sure what she looked like.
That is a
She is
beautiful
beautiful.
ass woman. Oh my
And
fucking God.
But
you know what? You know, Father, because there's one thing you said, because it's just like the women in South Africa built that. I've always said this about black women, and especially like when people say a lot of these people, you want these people with
God
impossible standards.
damn.
I've always said that there are women I know that just built like that on the regular, and it just they may not be as famous, but they have the same body measurements as Buffy the Body, but they're just not as famous. I knew a girl that when I was in high school, she was built like women like in a that look like Instagram models right now, but she was like a year older than me at that time, and she had. When I tell you, she was just built like a grown ass woman. She was just built like a grown ass woman. When I
I
was in
knew
the
someone
Navy and
like
I was
that
on
in
the
middle school.
Truman, yeah. When I was in the Navy and I was on the Truman, I say this all the time. I think Truman has some of the most beautiful women I have ever met on that boat because there was a lot of women, different shapes and sizes and all that other stuff. So when people say it's like, some people have these impossible standards, I know one part of it is genetics, but another part is it's just like most of the time, if you just really work for it, you can get that body type you can get. And
Yeah.
Squats, man.
Hey, shout out to Bria Miles. I just seen the picture. God damn.
I'm saying, bro.
there you go. You're welcome.
But
Beautiful as hell.
God damn. Jesus Christ, I've never seen a face like that. All right, I'm done.
yeah, she is beautiful.
Yeah,
I do have one quick question.
she was in that Cardi B video, by the way.
She was also in Tyler Creator's what's that shit? So, Tamale.
Yes.
I do have a question. This might
Go
seem
ahead.
like a dumb question, but
Huh, huh, huh.
as someone who like I've kind of seen enough to where like I can tell what's real and what's not on a woman by looking at her. And the moment I notice, that's a surgical thing. That's not real on her. I'm instantly turned off. She's automatically unattractive to me. My question is, would you consider that like a generational thing?
What?
No, that's not your preference.
Just not again, just the instant, ew, she has fake titties. Ew, she's got a fake ass. And just
No,
instantly she's automatically
Well,
unattractive.
in this
no.
Nah,
new
because I'm the
generation,
same
you
way.
can't say that. You can't
Fake.
say you don't like somebody because they have fake boobs and fake butts and fake height and fake like hair. This new generation, you can't say that. You have to be careful on
Why?
your reasoning for disliking them.
How come?
They're
I don't
Because
emotional.
know.
this
Fake
new,
titties been
new
around since the
generation is
'80s.
Cancel culture, all that.
exactly like not cancel culture, but everybody feels like you just can't dislike people just because you can't have preference just because
Nah,
like
material. I
we're
be telling
supposed to
them fuck them to
all
their face.
But
They
they
gonna
become
know I don't
sensitive.
like them.
They call
You
it
can't
body
have a
So the
shaming.
thing
legit
is,
reason for anything
I
anymore,
don't
like
They
care.
call
personal
it
or
body
nothing.
shaming.
what you're
They call it
saying
body
is,
shaming.
There you go.
Okay.
I can't dislike a girl with an ass because she don't got stretch marks.
Huh?
Like I
hmm
like who like I can't dis. So you telling me I can't dislike a girl because she has an ass and don't have stretch marks.
Right.
You can dislike who you want, but you shouldn't dislike. That's what this music is telling you. You can dislike who you want, but you shouldn't say it out loud. Like you're supposed to
Oh, I get
pretend
it.
to
I
like
All right,
get
them.
it.
You're
okay,
I get it
supposed
okay.
to
now.
keep
You
it
haven't met me,
secret.
so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank God you
That's the
married,
new.
man.
That's the new society we in now. Like everybody's so sensitive. You can't say nothing. You can't dislike this type of person.
This is
You
why I
can't.
can't be
You can't
famous,
be
because like
uncomfortable. You can't be like mad. You can't be sad.
Please, I've had a girl come to me and tell me, "Oh, what she said? Your breasts look like a scrubbing board or whatever." And I laughed about it. I fucking
You
laughed. This was at the
what?
fucking beach. You know, Coney Island.
You say
Yo,
you're what?
she said my chest looked like a scrubbing board. I said,
Say what?
"Fuck you,"
That's
but I
that's
didn't fucking take it. I didn't
I'm
fucking
trying
take it
to
up the
figure
ass. You know
out
what I
how
mean?
to like scrub him.
Wait,
Like,
just unprovoked? Like what?
because she said her
I
boobs are long.
No,
no, I wish I
no.
fucking did.
That's what a scrubbing board is. The scrubbing board is like it's a long thing that like
Jesus.
He's called her flat. He called her flat. Cute.
She's
Basically,
flat.
I didn't know the
Flat.
you know when
difference.
you
what
take
the
your
fuck?
clothes back in the day,
Man,
you
Either way,
take
it was
the, oh
funny.
my god,
like, how did it
It-
get scrubbing board? Like, what do her boobs look like? So it
because
look like a scrubbing board.
was she trying
Hey,
to say
hey.
she's
That's what you
secret?
wash your clothes on, right?
Because
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck?
what you wash your
yeah.
clothes on back in the day. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm the same.
But
Hey,
anyway, I was
I'm the
just
same. Hey,
saying,
look, I'm the same nigga told a girl her nipples look like estrogen. Nah, so I can't talk.
I've
So
said the
you know
same
what?
thing.
Are you skinny and wearing flat chest at the same time?
I was skinny and flat chested.
Oh,
Damn.
so she was like
So
saying your
back in the
nipples, your
day,
rib cage.
after 4 kids, okay, I'm good now. But back in the day, the fuck.
Damn.
Hey, shout out to them
But
kids.
you know, they helped
Wow.
their sister out, yo. But
yo,
anyway,
shout out to Erica Badu.
Yeah, shout out to them
Erica
kids,
Badu.
man. Shout out to them kids.
That was a different time.
Man,
People
Erica
people
I
was
Badu is
laughed
a
about
ruthless
it.
different
back
breed.
then.
I
She is
laughed
an
about
alien. Erica Badu's not from here.
it. I
I'm
agree.
telling you.
I'm with
You want to
that.
know if you want to know what's great about Erica Badu? She traced her ancestry. It goes back to freaking Cameroon. So shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them,
What?
man.
Mm.
Because she
Wow.
got a nice body and a big forehead. Like, you don't find those
Let me
too
tell you
often.
something about bro. Let me tell you something about black
That's
women with
funny.
big
I was
foreheads.
Big
drinking a drink and
foreheads.
I
We
was
could go down the line about the foreheads, bro.
I love
Father
my
loves his
Man.
big Father loves his big foreheads.
I love
I
big
love my
forehead women.
big forehead women. I
that
took them.
is just that's just random. A big forehead. It's like
I
that's a
know.
weird
Let me
fetish.
tell you something. Let me tell you something, bro. When black women with big foreheads, it got blessings inside of there. God
I
did that shit
swear,
on
so
purpose.
much knowledge and blessings.
You know how you rub a magic lamp? If you rub the fucking
Oh no,
forehead
we
of a
did
black
not.
And
woman, you
then
gonna
you
get
kiss.
some blessings.
If you kiss that forehead, I swear you're going to have the greatest day of your life.
You're gonna have the greatest day of your life. You think I'm playing? Y'all
Like,
think
you
I'm
Please
playing?
compare
you
a
gonna sleep
forehead to a
peacefully.
genie lamp.
You gonna sleep peacefully. Food gonna taste
I'm so
different.
stuck on that.
You know what I'm saying? The food gonna taste
Oh,
different.
fuck.
All your dreams and aspirations gonna come into play.
I'm trying
I'm
to
telling
figure
you.
out when did a forehead become a proof of a good
It's a
fetish.
yo. It
Like,
is a sign of royalty to have a big fucking forehead.
It is.
I don't
I don't
care.
know. Like, we are
Yeah.
weird. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn real fast. We are weird.
now
Ain't nothing.
I feel like damn, I don't have a big forehead, so am I weird?
It's okay.
See,
Nah, we ain't
you
talking
gotta
about you.
no,
See,
We
look,
ain't
they bully
singling
you
you out.
materialize.
you're new
Like
to
I
this
just
group. So here's the thing
now
you
I
need to
gotta put a
understand.
bang on just to
When we talk
pretend I
about
have a
certain
big
things, we're talking from
forehead.
an
No.
ancestral, like
See, what you
spiritual
don't
level.
understand is we go down the line with numerous things that we love black women for. It doesn't matter. Okay?
Like
We
we
just
spent the
Oh man,
spent
that
the
is
whole
hilarious.
half an hour talking about black women we love.
oh yeah, I can go. Do I need to give an
No,
example?
See, now black
We're
women gonna
not
start going
not
to the
now,
No,
not
we ain't
surgery to
now,
gonna
get
not
their
now.
start.
forehead
This isn't the
enlarged.
time. This isn't the
All right,
time.
all right, okay. Because I can name some people.
we
Beautiful black
know.
women.
We.
I'm gonna just name one, Angela Bassett. I'm gonna keep
I
saying
knew
her
he was gonna
name.
do it.
I'm gonna keep saying her
He
name.
cannot
Mm.
help it.
She is perfect. Oh my God.
Yo, someone said Lynn Whitfield is the evil Angela Bassett.
I'm fucking crying.
Now I
Hey,
gotta
oh
Google
my
it.
God.
Man.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I can't
Okay.
I can't unsee. And they say,
Wow.
hey,
Evil, but she ain't.
Oh shit.
She ain't Angela Bassett, but she do
I
look evil.
mean,
Shit.
to
She
be
do
fair,
look
She
Lynn
evil.
looks
Yes,
Whitfield
she
is
really
do.
close.
still
She
she's
really
still
does
gorgeous,
look
but like
similar.
Lynn Winfield's fine too, by the way.
I said, she is like
Yeah, she got
Okay.
that evil Cruella DeVille type evil thing going
Yo,
on
she
with her.
could be a
Who
Black Cruella
said
DeVille.
she do look? Who said that?
I don't care what nobody say. The Black Cruella DeVille is Monique. Right after I saw Precious, I'm not
Nah,
looking at her the same ever again.
nah.
that's Ursula.
That's Ursula. You're right. You're
That's
right. You're right. That
Ursula.
is Ursula.
That's
I
Ursula,
think
bro.
of
The way
Queen
they
Latifah
tripping
is
off of Monique on
Queen
Precious
Latifah is who I
is
think of
not it.
Ursula.
Who,
Did
Queen
Queen
Latifah?
Latifah play Ursula in like a stage play of Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Probably. That's why I can't, you know. Yeah. Any last words before we move on to our next topic? I'm sorry.
Shout
Go
out
ahead.
to the black
I
women with
got
the
one
big
more
ass
thing.
foreheads.
Go ahead.
I got one more thing. So, as far as BBL goes, I'm kind of glad that it's happening because we can do the process of elimination and figure out who's fake from real and let the people who love fake be together and procreate and leave us purebloods the fuck alone.
That is
And
such a
that's
great
Pure
word.
blood.
Pure blood.
Hey, shout out to Crystal and
I
her
can
team.
tell you watch Vampire Story.
I do. Yo, don't get me started. Don't get me started, y'all.
What's
I
wrong
was
with
on the
vampire shows in the
bandwagon.
movie?
I was on the bandwagon with Bella and all of them. So don't. Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
God.
I'm sorry. I'm Team Jacob. Sorry.
Boom!
But
What?
speak.
Anyway,
Shut up.
anyway,
I like werewolves.
What the fuck
I
is
like
wrong with you,
werewolves.
Ray?
I like werewolves. I like werewolves. Shut up.
I'm a zombie guy. But anyway,
Since we talking about movies, has any one of y'all seen the Spider-Man trailer? The No
Nope.
Way Home.
Hell
Please
yeah.
don't get me started.
No. Oh, the
Hell
trailer's
yeah.
out?
The
Yes.
second trailer.
Well,
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I'm about to go watch it right now.
5th, the 7th, or 20th trailer, whichever. There's so many trailers at this point, so you can watch
Did
about
they?
10 of
Okay,
them things.
I only got one question for y'all. Did they show Tobey Maguire?
No.
Fuck that trailer then.
No, I'm gonna talk
They
about that. I
did.
want to talk about that.
Fuck that
We
trailer
gonna
then.
hey
Nigga,
D Wolf.
if I
Hold
was
on,
to see
Keith.
a
Hold
Tobey
on. Hold on. D Wolf, start it off. Go ahead, Steve Wolf.
Okay, I can address that concern. Damn, you gotta watch it though. Yo, Ray, can you play it?
No,
I
can watch
play
it. I'm about to watch it on my TV.
No,
Right.
you about to watch it now? Because I can put it in the chat.
No, I'm about to watch it now. I'm about to watch it on my.
All right, go ahead, D Wolf. Why you do it? Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
All right, yeah. So at the end, to address that in particular, at the end of the trailer, there's a scene where what's the lizard was where Spider's jumping towards all of them coming at him at once.
Yeah.
And it did that whole scene did not make sense. Who were they aiming at? Like there's a villain below, a villain up high, and the only one Spider-Man was going towards was I think probably Green Goblin, but the rest of them were going in different. Yeah, and there was one in particular where it was the lizard. Now, there's a part where the lizard looks like he gets punched. Not looks like, he does get punched. His face stretches up to the other side, but by nothing. So they edited out Toby and Andrew and just left Tom.
Because I've seen a trailer where they did have Tobey Maguire in it, like I think an older trailer. And
Oh
he
yeah,
was
no, those
in
are
it.
fake.
Him and
Those are
Spider-Man
fake.
was looking. No, those are official trailers from Marvel, like way before it even aired. You know how to do that whole year of all the trailers for that year.
When was this?
So they do a release of all the trailers of like all the movies, like all the Marvels that's gonna come that year, and that's how New Eternals was gonna be playing. And
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah, and they had both of them were looking at each other. And so that's why I was like, okay, that's gonna be lit. But then all the new trailers now, I don't know if something happened and they had to remove him or something, or they're editing him out or something. But like
Oh no,
all
it's
the
supposed to
new
be a
trailers
secret.
are not, yeah,
That's the
are not
point. It's supposed to
showing
be a
him.
secret because even Toby and Andrew, they keep lying and saying, "No, we're not in it," when clearly you are. There were leaked photos, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
I
So,
hate leaks, man.
Not
Hey,
even
I
that.
stay away
They
from
but
all of them.
it wouldn't make sense because how could you show up? How could you bring all the villains from the previous incarnations and not include them? It wouldn't make
yeah.
sense. Nobody will even bother watching it for that. So once people
Well,
come out of the theater and say, "Oh, they didn't show up," who's gonna watch it at that point? Because you
I
put
hate
those
leaks.
villains in it. So they
lately,
are in there. They just I'm like, how you they think we're stupid, but I don't know. The cat's out of the bag once you put the villains in there. In my opinion.
lately,
Hey, at
Marvel
least
just been
Jamie Foxx
upsetting
looked
me.
good. Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx
they
looked good.
fixed them. Yeah, they made them comic accurate.
Yes, I was happy about
But
that.
Okay, let's
lately,
see this
Marvel
shit.
just been upsetting me. Like I feel like I get played every time I go to the movies and watch one of their series.
Did you watch the Eternals?
Don't even get me started on that one. That just pissed me off.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
okay.
feel like Angelina
I heard that
Jolie
was bad.
deserved to me
I
back.
heard
Like
Eternals
she
was
deserved to
horrible.
give me back my money because they sold me on
Hey,
Angelina
I'm walking away from
Jolie,
the phone for a
and
second.
they sold me
I
on
gotta watch.
Angelina Jolie and gave me, I don't even know the leading actor, whoever it was. So like
Well,
Angelina, if she
Michelle
couldn't
Shit,
do
I
Shan.
it,
still
she
haven't
could have just
seen
stayed
what's it
home with
called
her
Shang-Chi
kids.
with Seven Breaks.
Yo. Mm.
Because none of the Eternals have real power. They was just barely, Angelina Jolie was getting beat up by the guy with the eye, and then Speedy Gonzalez was beating up the guy with the eye. So I don't understand that.
Called
So
it.
fuck.
I told you, they didn't focus on anything but wokeness. Like nothing made sense.
Hey man, go woke, go woke, go broke.
I'm
I
Yep.
saying.
think they're literally gonna go broke. I've been saying this. It, but some of them Marvel stuff. Hey, all I know is they cock teased me on that because I was looking forward to seeing Toby. Hell,
Hmm.
I'd have been happy for Andrew Garfield. The trailer got me hyped, and it's like December 17th is like around the corner, but it's just like you could have showed Toby. You could have
Could
showed.
have.
Mm.
Because I just remember the conversation we had is like, will this outsell End War? And I was like, if they show Tobey Maguire, I
Hmm.
think it will outsell End War because everybody's going to see it. You want to give people what they want, let them get it. Although
Like
Yo,
you do see Black Suit Spider Man, so I just wondering, and I hope not. We do not get Spider Man 3, Toby. That's the only thing I hope.
I
I
don't think
doubt it.
Marvel like compared to
I
I
just
don't
want
know
them to
how
do
much
something with
Stan
Venom.
Lee had in. Hmm?
Actually, it's after. I think. Hold up. I think I heard it was supposed to be him later. Fuck. Like he
I
already had a
just,
kid with MJ and all that when he shows up. Something like that.
huh.
Yeah.
That's
Uh, what,
speculation.
what was you saying, Material Life?
So I don't know how much Stan Lee had a hands in like Marvel beforehand, but like when you look at the Marvel after his death and all of them that like superseded him, it's like you could tell it was just like rush jobs. And I'm not saying COVID did happen and quarantine did happen and everything else did happen. So I don't think people really had time or whatever the case may be. But what you expect action from Marvel, you just not getting action like that no more. Like I feel like they're giving me DC quality. No offense to DC lovers,
He
but
didn't like it.
Okay, I can talk about it now.
What the hell's going on? Damn. Yeah, he didn't like what they were doing with it. That's why they couldn't wait till he was dead. Even there was a whole scandal with him and his family.
I remember
mm,
that.
And yeah. So yeah, he wasn't down for that. And Spider-Man was that was his baby. Spider-Man, X-Men, the rest of them he co-created or wrote for or drew. But Spider-Man and
yeah.
X-Men, those are his babies. And you notice none of them were touched. And Sony
Yeah.
didn't give it to Marvel outright. It's theirs because they see where they're going with their shit. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
last three Spider Mans is giving me High School Musical.
I like that.
All right.
I like
okay.
that.
I seen the trailer.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I don't know what to think. Like, okay.
Wait a minute. Which trailer did you watch? The one that they spoiled everything, or the normal one? The one that they remade.
I think we spoiled everything. The second one, you mean?
You know what?
I guess the remake.
You done just watched the whole bootleg.
It
just came out 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It just came out like 2 days ago.
My bad.
You watched the right one, Q. You watched
Spider-Man in like 30 minutes.
So, yeah, I just want to see Tobey Maguire. I'm excited to see Jamie Foxx actually, look like somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to see the Green Goblin again.
William Dafoe.
Huh?
William Dafoe, the guy that played Green
Goblin.
Yeah. I love hearing his creepy ass voice.
Think about it.
It's nothing. There is nothing in Spider-Man like when he told Aunt May to finish it when she was singing a prayer.
Oh yeah.
Finish it. But
you know what I think? I think he's gonna pull his bullshit from the first movie again. I think he's gonna have Peter choose between Ned and MJ, and that's what I think is gonna go down. And it might end the same way Amazing Spider-Man 2 ended.
I just hope they don't give MJ to Gwen Stacy.
Who goes? That's what I'm thinking. Me personally, I think she's gonna live and Ned's gonna die. But I think he'll choose MJ. But yeah, we don't know.
Dude,
I just had that feeling. There's a reason you put Willem Dafoe back. There's a reason for it.
I'm looking. There's literally a video that says Spider-Man No Way Out leaked Andrew's death.
Leaked.
And I heard something. I heard the opposite.
Wait a minute.
So
Who just said that?
You gotta be careful with that shit.
Q said that.
Okay, Q, where you live?
Oh no.
Oh, in DC. I don't look at this shit.
Look, this is why I stay away from. This is exactly why I stay away from spoilers.
That's how I feel. I'm like, no.
I just want to go and nobody falls asleep in the theater while I'm watching it.
Yeah. I don't mind spoilers to a degree.
There's gonna be a lot of screaming.
Like, just don't spoil the end or the twist. But you can tell me who's in it, who shows up. I don't care.
I think people are going to cry in the theater just like they did in fucking Endgame and Infinity War. Because when I went for Infinity War, a lot of people cried, especially the whole Spider-Man disappearing shit.
Yeah, everybody cried. Everybody cried on that one.
Because Spidey sensed it. He was the only one that sensed it before anyone else did. Like he felt it coming to him where everybody else was a shock. It just happened. It just started disappearing. He knew it was coming to him because of his Spidey sense. That's why he hit everybody else hard.
Yeah, that took me for yeah. I was emotional.
Mr. Stark.
I don't feel good.
Oh man.
Oh
wait. Did anyone? Oh, hold on. I don't want to spoil anything. So, did anyone see Venom?
No.
Let There Be Carnage. The second one. The second one. Let There Be Carnage.
No.
Is it good?
Shit. All right, I'm gonna have to say. Hold on. Yeah, it's good. I didn't see it. I want to see it, but so far I heard it was good. But if I would advise you guys to watch that one for the end at least before you watch Spider-Man.
Okay.
I ain't saying anything else because I don't want to spoil it. So.
Do not watch do not do it to yourself. If you
Venom?
like Venom 1, do not go watch the second one.
Why not?
You ain't like it?
Go ahead. Be truthful.
It was like a true High School Musical. Like literally, there wasn't a singing relationship or something. The girl has some. Do not go watch it.
All right. So did they sing in the movie.
Oh my God, Crystal, where do
Exactly.
Bet
You
you
got
on
to
live?
take
it,
it for
bet on it,
what they
bet on
offer.
it, bet.
Crystal,
So they
where
were
do
I
you
think you
singing,
went
live?
into
and
it
they were like
with a
singing to each other in the car when it
yeah.
was turning around. She was so happy.
They weren't singing.
That's the point of that's how it is. It's written as a comedy. It's not
Yeah,
written
it
to be
was.
taken seriously like a Spider-Man movie or things like that. So that's what.
Yeah.
Well, when I went into watching the first one, I was like, I know exactly what I'm walking into, so I can enjoy it for what it is. I'm not gonna put it to like Avengers level type of shit. I know what I'm watching. I
So
know the character, so that's what I got. So I
I'm
expect
gonna
the
say
same for
this:
the next one.
Ray, stop the bullshit
Harness
singing
was
better.
literally like Venom, like semen, technically speaking.
That's the point.
Baby.
That's in the comics.
Wait, what?
That's in the comics.
Oh God.
The species
It's
is
just
asexual. That's how they reproduce.
yeah, we are Venom.
Mhm.
That's how
Yeah.
yeah, we are Venom. That's why they say we a lot. Since we're on the Marvel thing, have y'all seen the other Marvel shit that they was bringing out, like She-Hulk and Moon Knight and Miss Marvel? Have y'all seen those?
Nope.
Oh man,
Nah.
I'm done. I
I'm
think
kind of
I'm
wondering what
tapping
the
out.
Hawkeye series on Disney Plus is going to be like, though.
I seen,
I think that shit's
I
gonna be
seen
fire.
Thor.
That's the last thing I'm gonna watch. The Hawkeye series. I think that'll be the last thing from Marvel I watch,
I'm not interested in
and I'll
Hawkeye.
stick to.
I seen Thor.
Oh me, I just like that character in the movie, and that was it. I'm not. I don't really know his character in the comics like that because I'm more of a Green Arrow fan. But in the
Mm-hmm.
movies, I like how he's portrayed. So that's why I'll watch it. But outside of that, I think I'm done with Marvel. They got way too woke for me. I'm done.
I'm interested in the She-Hulk, but just because I like She-Hulk as a
Yeah, remember
character.
the cartoon when she show up in the Hulk?
Yeah, but I don't. The thing is, and this is the one question because I'm not going to because she was very. I'm going to say the word promiscuous, and I wonder if they're going to make her promiscuous in the show.
Well, if she was like that in the comics, I hope they should.
I don't think they are. But she
Oh,
like,
because
but
of
she was like,
maybe.
but she was also very smart. But she was also like very promiscuous at times because she did date a lot of people and all that other stuff. And like,
Hmm.
but I wonder if they're going to do that for the Disney show. I'm not interested in Miss
Oh
Marvel
yeah,
just
you're right.
because.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm not
Shit,
interested in Miss Marvel because I'm not interested in that character. I'm sorry, I just don't find it
nobody
very.
is.
Yeah, I
Nobody
don't
is.
find it. They're doing. I think they're doing Ironheart as well. I wonder who the fuck they're gonna have as Riri, and I hope. And I'm saying this because I like the idea of putting a new Iron Man, but I hope it does better than the comics.
Fun fact? Did you know Ironheart is named after a Japanese porn character that looks exactly the same?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I
Oh
had to,
God.
my conspiracy mind was activated when I found that out, and I was like, so why they do it to the black girl? Why she have to be a parody of a Japanese porn? What y'all trying to say?
Now you know the answer.
Oh,
I
here we
don't. I
go.
don't
Oh
even know
my
why you.
God. Oh
So
my
yo,
fucking God.
Yo, Q
and,
is on
and
your
and it
ass
was a
tonight.
parody of Iron Man. That's the funny part.
Oh
She was
God.
just a parody of Iron Man, and the design of her costume in the porn is exactly like they designed for Riri. It's insane. So I'm like, did you really do that on purpose?
Father,
It'll
am I,
All I'm gonna say is Rule 34.
Father, in my defense, she scarred me. It's her fault.
Any
She
last
told
words before we? Any last words before we move on to our final thoughts?
it's the government's fault.
I'm sorry.
That's why she's laughing, because it's always the government's fault. Sorry.
Hey, half the times I don't blame her. I'll be on that shit too.
It might be. It might be. You don't fucking know nowadays.
But anyway, we are going to get into our final thoughts. And since Material Life, you are new here, you are going to start us off with a final thought.
Final thought. This was lit. everybody's the government might be in everything, so we don't know. And I don't need them to be tracking me or, paying attention to me, so I'm just gonna be quiet.
Smart move.
That ain't right.
Smart move. In Crystal's eyes, that was the smart move.
It was, girl. It was.
Fuck him.
Just so y'all know, Material Life also has a YouTube channel, so follow her on her YouTube channel. Same as D Wolf. D Wolf also has a YouTube channel. Follow him too. Dion, it's on you.
Something else I wanted to get out when we were talking about the whole cosmetic surgery thing. Whether anyone wants to admit it or not, we're all self-conscious about something. But that thing that you're so self-conscious and embarrassed about to someone that is your greatest asset, that is the thing they love about you. So embrace who the fuck you are and what the fuck you naturally have. Someone somewhere loves all of that shit. And that's it.
D Wolf is on you. D Wolf, you there?
Guess who got
I'm here, my bad. I'm
about to say.
I was saying people need to stop, look, and think, because shit's about to go down for like a stupid reason. And one thing that set me off that needs to be considered is during the closing arguments of the Kyle Rittenhouse case, the lawyer downplayed the fact that Rosenbaum, the pedophile, was using he was using nigger, right? He actually downplayed it. He was like, "Oh, what did he do wrong?" Trying to defend the dead guy. He's like, "What did he do wrong?" "Oh, he just pushed a dumpster or turned over a porta potty." "Oh, he used the N-word." Like, okay, so the people protesting outside, they don't like that, right? But you just downplayed it in court just to it's just so bad right now because people are outside of the court praising this dude as a hero. Okay, and I told you what he did, and I already asked y'all, like, what would you do, in that situation? And these people are outside praising this guy as a hero and calling this kid a white supremacist and shit like that. And I'm like, I'd understand if he killed black people. He did not. As a matter of fact, the black guy actually kicked him while he was down on the floor. Nothing happened to him. So I would like to, just stop, look, and think. That's all I gotta say.
Hey,
can I say something about that?
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Like, even with the fact that he used the N-word, and during, like, there was like a Black Lives Matter protest, whatever they want to call it, a white dude using the N-word amongst a bunch of black people, and not one of them felt some type of way, is kind of weird. Like, you're protesting about Black Lives Matter when a white guy is saying the N-word freely, and not one of y'all felt some type of way, like, yo, dude, like, excuse me? Like, so y'all just out there just to be out there. Y'all don't really feel the same. Like, y'all don't really feel it. Because y'all should have been outraged about a white man just freely screaming N-word, 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 saying he just came from prison, N-word, N-word, N-word. But he wouldn't been in prison screaming N-word, N-word, N-word.
Because somebody's foot would have been N-word, N-word, N-word.
Bars.
Bars. Make it up. Dr. Marco.
Yeah, I can't take him seriously because everybody is threatening. Like, there's a whole bunch of people saying if he acquitted, they're gonna come and take care of him. And somebody pointed out the fact that wait, you're gonna go and take care of him, so that means you're about to go across state lines and kill him, just like you just accused him of doing. You see the insanity of this?
They ain't gonna do that shit. If that case,
they still haven't taken care of exactly.
In that case, Zimmerman would have been taken care of years ago. Ain't nobody got that. Anyway,
they're complaining about the kid crossing state lines to do what he was doing, but they're willing to do that if he loses.
Man, ain't gonna
That's
do
what's funny.
Ain't
I know they
nobody
ain't
gonna
good.
be
They don't have the
serious.
balls, but the argument is just destroyed at that point because you legit just threaten them.
Yeah. Also, you see that Kyle Rittenhouse got dismissed on his underage weapon charge.
I hope it
Yeah, I
ain't
think
no
it had to
civil
do with
case
the
because
class
I
of
got
gun,
things
like
to
the
do. Damn
size.
it.
Hey, she's right though. I would just say that. But I told you, I did say
Oh
that
my
one of his
God.
charges was going to get dropped. I did say that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
called that.
All of them should be dropped.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
this
have
doesn't
no
make
dog.
sense.
I have no
Exactly. This
dog
is
in this
You
fight.
know what, Material Life? You were the first person I've came across that actually spoke sense. Because everybody just wanted him to hang. And I'm like, he is 17. Did we forget that?
But first of all, he was carrying a gun. He was running, right? And then somebody shoots off a round in the air. I don't care if I have a gun and people are chasing me, trying to kill me, and somebody shoots off a round, and the dude's like, I would naturally just panic and just start, going crazy. That's why I don't even carry a gun around because I know for a fact I would just naturally just automatically start shooting. And then then he's trying to leave, and he's getting three guys chasing him, and one guy's trying to grab his gun. Like he's even more panicked. So what y'all expect him to do? Just sit there and let them kill him on the side of the road? He's
And the
running to the
dumbass,
police with his hands up, saying like, save me, save me.
exactly.
Like at this
And the
point,
dumbass lawyer is saying, hey, why didn't you shoot in the air? Like, okay, this is how you know you don't know gun laws. You don't know anything about
Warning
guns
shots are
because
not authorized.
exactly. And the lawyer actually asked this. Like, and so you want him to do something illegal. The one that actually shot in the air and tried to kill him, you're telling them to do the same thing. Like, yo, is this a joke? Like, for real, yo,
he
it feels like a
didn't, he
movie,
didn't,
son.
he didn't
Anybody
directly
with
go shooting.
anybody with a gun will tell you that warnings. You don't do that. Don't fucking shoot in the
But
air.
the thing is, he would have to have sight on and everything if he was purposely going to kill somebody. But like literally, he was just shooting. Like it wasn't like he was aiming at specific people. He
Hmm.
was just shooting. Like that dude was terrified. At 17 years old, you got all these people around you. Somebody just shot at you. Like you don't know if somebody shot at you, but your adrenaline's already rushing because you're running away. And somebody shoots, and you think like, "Oh, damn, they're shooting at me. Let me save myself." Like he wasn't expecting the whole debacle to get like over where he was at. He was just trying to protect that man. Let me mind my
Hmm.
business.
And he almost fucking Alec Baldwin the jury. Did y'all see that?
Lord
No.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up. Shut
Fuck
up. Oh my
the
God.
prosecutor.
Why you bring that
First of
motherfucker?
all, Kyle
Wow.
Rittenhouse has nothing to do
He
with black
picked up
people,
the
so I
gun
don't
and
even know
tried to
why black
demonstrate
people
it
so
and
mad.
actually had his hand on the trigger and didn't check it and pointed to the jury. And I'm like, son, what are
So
we doing
dumbass
here?
the hell. This is
What
like
are we
you see.
doing here? There's a celebrity about to go to jail for the same shit you just did in court on camera, son. Are you kidding?
I'm
Stop
surprised
playing.
the bailiff didn't tackle him.
That's what yo.
Me
I
too.
said the same thing. There was only one juror that was like, hold up, is he doing this? Because she looked like she could see, like, you're not supposed to do that. She actually twitched her head and looked back because she was like, nah, Trigger, stop playing.
But I'm trying to figure out why is black people in this argument with Kyle Rittenhouse? Like this has nothing to do with us. He killed
Exactly.
his kind.
I've been saying this for a long time. I don't have a dog in this fight. I just want to know what happens.
And he
But
didn't just kill.
Yeah.
He didn't kill like innocent kind. Let me just mind my business.
I don't look. It's like I said. I don't know if he's innocent or is he's guilty. All I know is I don't have a dog in this fight. Black people have no business in being in it. It has nothing to do with us. So
These white folks should be praising him.
I do not think Cal Rittenhouse is a hero either. But
And he's Hispanic. Found that out. So I'm like, okay, this make sense.
Oh,
you mean like what?
He's
Like
Hispanic. He's Panamanian.
or
He's
his?
Panamanian on his dad's side. His dad's Panamanian.
I don't
His
claim
mom's
him.
white.
I
oh,
don't claim him.
Oh shit.
Shut
So I'm
up.
like, okay, you called him a
now
nigger.
it makes
That
sense.
means it takes effect. So you, all right, yo.
Making
That's why
Panama
they're
look
trying to
bad.
bury him. That's why
He
they're
said,
trying
"I
to
don't
bury him
claim
because
him."
he's Hispanic.
This is a joke.
That's like me and the baby.
Panamanian.
Shit, he my people. Shit.
He my people's
No,
too,
he's
D-Man.
not no more.
White
Yeah, he's not white people
supremacist
problem no
Panamanian.
more. He's part of the minority now.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to bury him. Okay.
All right, Q the Reese guy is on you.
Hold on, what?
First of all, I don't know if we're gonna be back here next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
I want to extend a happy Thanksgiving to everybody on this podcast before, because I don't know. I'm pretty sure Ray's gonna be asleep before 10 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day.
Depends on how
We'll
good the
all
food
have the
is.
itis, yo.
Yeah, he'll have I think everybody will have the itis by
Yeah,
10
we
o'clock.
are.
I know.
I expect
Depends on
that.
how good the food is.
Yeah. I'm telling your mother. But the point is, but all in all, I just I don't know. I want to take the time out to give thanks to everybody in this panel. It takes a lot for us to like be able to speak our minds with amongst each other. We always don't agree, but I feel like we are all, mature and aware enough to have this conversation to where we all meet a common ground somewhere. And this should be sort of example for regular people in life to take this initiative to try to listen to everybody's point of view first before you make assumptions. So personally, I love all you guys. You guys are great. Fuck the government.
I knew it was coming.
Giving Chris all this shit, and then all of a sudden, fuck the government.
Hey, I'm sorry. She's not gonna be no. I'm not gonna just let her just blame the government by herself. The fuck I look like? You think I'm gonna just give her all the glory and just not throw myself in there?
I'm with y'all in spirit though. I'm with y'all in spirit.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck the government and Crystal, shut up.
You gotta change your eyes.
Yeah, I hear in the background some. The reason why I say fuck the government is because they're trying to force us to give these kids these vaccinations, and I'm not. I'm not okay with it. I refuse to give my kids anything that I don't know if I want to take. I don't even know if it's safe enough for me to want to. I don't want to know I don't want my kids to deal with the side effects that I could possibly deal with, because it's gonna hurt me more seeing them deal with it than me dealing with it myself. So the fact that they're doing this shit is like, yeah, fuck y'all. I'm just waiting for them to like start sorting kids out so they can go back to like homeschooling and shit like that, because then they'll start saying, well, your child can't go to school because they're not vaccinated and stuff like that. It's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm starting to believe everything Crystal said. So it's just, sorry, Crystal. No, I'm not sorry.
No, you're fine. Move to Florida.
Yeah, they said
Don't do it.
Did you just tell? You said move to Florida.
I said
No,
move to
don't do it.
Florida.
Move to Texas.
There's these cases, right? Thanks to
you're
DeSantis,
not.
there's the least cases.
Shit.
You're not going back to Miami.
Hell no.
There are
Hell
three
no.
states within the U.S. I would absolutely refuse to move to. Florida and Texas are two of them.
Florida's nice, depending on where you go.
It does.
Texas is not that bad.
Really does.
They're tax free.
Florida tax free too. Florida just ghetto. I mean,
Florida's. I would
If I want to go somewhere that's tax free, I'll go to. I'll take Delaware. Fuck it.
Dion, you just a boring ass motherfucker.
Are you going for the reggae festival? The fuck
Dion, you must like Dion. Dion, what are you black, Dion?
Really, nigga?
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
She just get on.
Was that a Biden
No,
joke?
she just get on and already gets on Dion. That's
Hold up.
I
Was
wanna
that a
pretend
Biden
she-
joke? Hold
I
up.
I want to
want
pretend she
to
didn't
say
even
something
ask
real
that
quick.
question. That's the fuck I want to do.
I feel it in my spirit how hard Fada is laughing over this.
Oh no.
I want to pretend she didn't even ask that stupid ass question.
Fada, I know you are dying over there. Because I almost dropped the phone on my hand.
Yo, I need to ask. Hold up. Is that because Biden said you ain't black and he's from there? Is that why you said that?
No.
Because
What?
that just hammers that joke down, son.
Oh my god.
Damn. Oh, shit. That was funny.
When
Nigga,
it's
I
funny
got
when it's
tears in my
true,
fucking
that's
eyes,
crazy.
bro.
Oh, shit. Holy shit. That was funny.
Are you
That was
black?
fucking hilarious. Father, stop laughing. I can't finish my final
I'm
thought.
sorry.
His
I'm
laugh
sorry.
is contagious.
God damn.
Nah, that shit was hilarious.
Oh,
I'm sorry. It was
shit.
just like the timing of that was amazing. But all in all, I don't agree with it. So like Chris was saying, I'm going on a fuck the government hiatus, and I'm gonna just go ahead and move like that. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and go
Happy
Cowboys. How
Thanksgiving.
about that one?
how about the
Likewise.
Cowboys?
Oh,
How about
Thank you.
All right, Father is on you.
whew. Shit.
it?
Let me collect
You know
myself
what? I
because
gotta
that
mute.
that actually fucking killed me.
Yeah,
But
hey,
anyway,
I'm dead.
so for my final thoughts, I have some news. So I applied to AMC and I got the job for $10 an hour. And I'm not happy about it because it is significantly less money than I was making. But right now, I just gotta deal with it because there's something that I need to get. And in order to get it, I require money. So I'm just gonna fucking make do with what I got. And if any of those people in the general public try me while I'm trying to get this money, I'm gonna have to pray to God. I'm gonna have to pray to Ogun. I'm gonna have to pray to Nyame. I'm gonna have to pray to all the spirits and my ancestors to give me the patience and the strength to just get through what I need to get through so I can get what I need to get and leave this place. Because I am not a 9-to-5 person. That shit drains my soul. But I need to get through this so I can get what I need to get. I cannot believe I'm doing this shit again. I thought it was over with when I did it for Walmart. That was fucking hell, by the way. Fuck them motherfuckers. But, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And that's the predicament I'm in. I hoped to God that it wouldn't have come to this because, I'm somebody with a degree. I done did everything that the people in my middle school and my high school told me to do. I went and got my degree. I hired right out of college. And now look, I can't even get something that's fucking worth my degree. I done wasted my time. And now here we are again making $10 a motherfucking hour. Man, this shit. Yo, when I tell you that this country makes my ass itch, it really motherfucking does. I hate it here. I can't wait to make enough money to build my compound somewhere in Africa, leave this motherfucker, and just isolate myself. I'll bring all my fucking gang. Go ahead.
AMC, like the movie theater?
Yes, the movie theater.
Damn.
I feel like,
Please.
I'm saying, like, I feel like I've fallen, but you know what? I'm just gonna make do, and I'm just gonna hyper focus on what it is that I need to do. And I just hope I don't run into no disrespectful customers. I don't mind if they spill popcorn. I'll clean it up. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably try to sneak in a movie or two. They got the fucking Coca-Cola freestyle. So if I get stressed out, I'll make my pink lemonade root beer because that shit tastes fucking delicious.
Ew.
But shut up, Q. But anyway,
What's your degree in?
It's in game design.
So you can Fiverr, like you can do like Fiverr where you like put out like advertisements and you can create games, or you can work for Amazon. They pay weekly at the like warehouses or mechanics.
You want to know what's funny? I've applied for Amazon and I didn't get it.
How you not getting Amazon? That motherfuckers is always hiring.
But I'm about to say you ain't getting Amazon.
I ain't get it. Yeah, I
ain't
get
man.
it.
Amazon hired me twice. The fuck?
I ain't get it. That's all I'm gonna
Well,
say.
you just need to use somebody who's at Amazon. I don't know, but you have a degree in gaming design. You know how many people would love like in today's market, like just create a game on Roblox or something.
I would have been good if COVID didn't happen. I wouldn't be in this predicament.
Fuck COVID. F Biden.
I'm saying, but it's all good. You know what?
Well, y'all should have never voted. I don't vote.
It's all good. It's all good because I know my skill set. I'm just gonna do what I need to do. That's all I'm worried about. But damn, my ass itch. But anyway, I'm done.
Just gotta make it. All right, just gotta make it.
Has anyone?
Yellow is the color of sun rays.
Yellow is the color of sun rays. Keep on moving. Don't stop. Has anyone seen The Harder They Fall?
Not yet.
No, not
I
yet.
need to see it.
What's that? A movie? A new movie?
It's a black Western movie. I'm gonna just say. So I'm gonna just say.
The chick from Deadpool's in there, right?
Regina King, Zazie Beetz. Yeah, Zazie Beetz.
That's another fine ass woman, Regina King.
Yes.
Yeah, she been fine forever.
Yes.
She looked real good in this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
She's still on my man a new beard though.
She do.
Take that shit to the stove.
Oh my god.
Okay, without spoiling the movie, because I don't know who saw it. That boy Jim got what he deserved. If y'all know Jim, he was the Blue Ranger in the fucking Power Rangers. But there's gonna be this one scene where y'all. There's gonna be one scene in the movie where that boy Jim gets what he deserved, and I watched that and I busted out fucking laughing. And I
gotta watch this now. Where's this movie at again?
It's on Netflix.
I bet.
Also, Q, Twerk versus Surf. Who you got?
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, they just announced it for Smack Volume.
Oh, it's in a small room. I got Twerk 2-1. I'm sorry.
Twerk 3-0.
You got god damn.
I said
it's a small
room. If there's no crowd there, Surf is going
to die. Surf finally get to die in peace.
Oh shit.
But I'm only gonna say Twerk 3-0 but if I swear to God, Twerk is not ready for this fucking battle because I don't know, Twerk. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think this is a battle that Twerk is excited for because he's never said I wanted to battle Surf. So I don't know if this is gonna be a barn burner, as Jim Ross would say. But I hope so.
I don't think anybody. I think Twerk reminds me of Charlie Clip so fucking much, and it's fucking ridiculous.
That's what Charlie Clip said. He's like, I see a lot of me and. That's it.
Twerk, I swear to God, bar for bar, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm biased on a lot of things, but bar for bar, Twerk is like top tier.
Twerk is top tier.
Bar for he's top tier period. But I'm saying, like, if we going by attributes, Twerk is like top 5 bar, like all these people that think they got bars and shit. Like Twerk at his best is Rum Nitty. Twerk at his worst, like Twerk is up there with Rum Nitty and what's the nigga name? Fucking not Tay Rock. Yeah, Rum Nitty, Tay Rock, Twerk. Damn, what's the big ass nigga that used to that battle Rum Nitty that day? I forgot.
Av.
Yeah, like bar, like come on, man. Twerk is that guy. He just lazy as fuck. Stop adjusting your nose ring and start battling, nigga. I'm sorry. My bad. But yeah,
also,
I definitely got twerk 2-1.
Okay, and also for my channel, I'm gonna have some reviews up before the end of the year. I'm gonna also have like my top 10 album of the years. I'm gonna have the songs of the years. I may or may not have the worst album of the years, which is Lil Yachty, Michigan Boat Boy. I don't think nobody else is gonna.
Fire. That shit is fire, my nigga.
Nigga, you are high if you
I
think
am very high, and I ain't gotta
you
be
are.
high to know that's just some shit.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. I might do the top 10 album of the years as quick reviews, just to try something new. But I don't know. Next month I might ask y'all which y'all have album of the years right now. But I know at least J. Cole, Tyler, and someone else. J. Cole, Tyler.
Kanye West.
I'm not putting Kanye West's album of the year.
What?
I'm not.
What?
Donda is not album of the year.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Oh my
Donda
god.
is not.
Man,
It's
come
okay.
on, man. Stop the
It's okay.
bullshit.
I love
It's
Kanye.
okay.
Hold
It's okay.
on. I'm a big Kanye
You
fan.
still sleep. It's fine.
It's
If you ain't woke, that's okay.
He ain't woke. He's not woke. He's not woke.
No, you really gonna hate me then.
Yeah.
I love
Father does not like Kanye. I
I
don't even
love
bring up
Kanye.
Kanye West's name around him.
I love Kanye. That's not album of the year. I'm telling you right.
So you gonna put Certified Lover Boy? I still haven't even heard that album, bro.
Certified Lover Boy. Certified Lover Boy is also not album of the year. So
Oh, okay. As long as you said that, I'm good. Because if you even think that album is better than him, I'll take the album and slap you across your face with it.
Speaking of, I gotta listen. I do gotta listen.
I don't know.
I do gotta listen to that Andre 3000 verse.
I fuck with Drake, but I just think Kanye West finally came with a great album, an awesome album. The best of the year. Ray just don't want to agree with it. It's okay. Did you watch him at Drake Champs?
You putting that over Tyler?
Yeah.
No, I'm not putting that over Tyler.
Are you putting that over Tyler or J. Cole?
Neither one.
Exactly. Thank you.
But you said, hold up, key word. You said top 5, my guy.
I'm not. It's not top 5.
Oh my god.
Top 10.
Ooh.
Stop
Good
it.
question. Top 10.
I know 21 Savage should be in that.
Did he drop an album this year? That was last year.
That was last
year.
year.
With him and Metro Boomin? Thought that was last year.
That was last year? I thought it was this year.
I think it was last year. Motherfucker, I'm gonna be you gonna hate me when I say this, but Jada Smith album is better than Kanye shit.
Stop! I will get the you know what?
I am dead ass.
I didn't even know Jaden Smith dropped the album this year.
Stop.
He did. It's better. I'm saying it.
Yeah,
it's better than
you say a lot of shit that don't make fucking sense.
You probably few amount of people knew he dropped the album this year.
Is Kanye shit better than Wale's For Lauren too?
Yes.
You are high. You are fucking high.
Yes, it is. And For Lauren 2 was fire. Kanye West shit is a masterpiece, my guy. It's a whole.
It's not a fucking masterpiece.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a fucking masterpiece. It's not.
Call me Kanye blind. I don't give a fuck what you say.
It's better than Meek Mill shit because I thought Meek Mill shit was trash.
Everybody's shit is better than Meek Mill shit. And I'm upset about that. I'm very upset about that.
Meek going through a time in tribulations right now. He going through a phase.
Meek don't know what to say because he's trying to stay street and be corporate.
I don't know if he's trying to stay street. He was out there bouncing and jumping like a bunny, so I don't know what street he's trying to say.
Meek don't know how to dive in a pool, so
I'm because it's almost December and I gotta go through my top 10 and all that other stuff. So
Meek look like he's getting flown out by these
Stop it.
You're probably right. He probably do get flued out.
He ain't getting flued out.
The way he was jumping in that tennis court, man.
Hey, he is.
He get flued out by Robert Kraft. That's what he get flued out by.
Hey, you know what? I ain't even mad at it.
He got a baby now, so he gotta keep the money that's what that is.
That man, oh man, Ray, god damn.
Ray, is it better than Nas King's Disease 2?
No, I didn't go that far.
Okay, all right. So I just said 3 albums that
That's
your top
3,
5 looking shaky, and conceded in the worst of conceded, your top 5 looking shaky, baby. All right.
No, it's not. My top 5 ain't shaky.
Your top 5 ain't shaky.
Nah, you're a little biased, my nigga.
I'm not biased. If anything, I would tell you Kanye shit's the greatest shit ever.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say that.
My nigga. we not having it. We not having this.
Not right now. I'm not gonna bring up Lupe Fiasco. We're gonna leave that alone.
Lupe ain't dropping shit. But is it better than Doja Cat?
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm joking with you.
I had to are you fucking kidding me?
I'm joking with you. I was trying to see.
Oh my god, leave my man alone.
He was about to fight me. He was about to fight me off.
Yeah, bro, that's like real. That's really disrespectful to.
He said, "Why I oughta?"
Yeah, I swear. I was pulling my wrist up. I mean, I was pulling.
He was like, "All right, you done gone too goddamn."
You got. Yeah, I was that old man off a barbershop and shit. You ain't don't you say nothing about Jesse Jackson.
Lord Jesus.
That's who Ray remind me of. He remind me of Cedric the Entertainer from Barbershop.
Bruh.
Kanye West, this crazy ass motherfucker. That nigga ain't never did shit. He ain't put a good album out. His goddamn head was together.
All right. Let me go ahead and end this because I do want to watch Shaka Khan versus Stephanie Mills.
Hey, don't do it. Do not do it.
Why?
Do it, Ray.
Don't do it.
End this podcast.
No, bro. I'm telling you. Don't
Why?
do it. Because I already see memes and videos of Shaka Khan.
Man.
Oh man.
She is drunker than Kanye West cutting off Taylor Swift.
Oh, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it now. All I know, if it goes bad, you can blame Charlamagne the God. That's all I'm gonna say. So
fuck Charlamagne the God.
I have to look this up now.
All right. I would like to thank the panel for jumping on. Material Life, I thank you again for jumping on.
Come back.
Yeah, remember, stay woke.
All right.
They're trying to kill us black people.
Man, he sleep, man. He don't listen to Kanye. He sleep.
Right.
Oh God.
I'm gonna listen to because I do want to listen to the Andre 3000 verse because I heard it's like the best shit ever.
Wow.
You just don't.
But that's 3 stacks. It's 3 stacks, so I already know.
It's 3 stacks, bro.
All right. I'd like to thank for y'all listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is Let Me Just Play podcast, and I'm signing out. Peace.
Cheers.